Hello, hi.
Oh, what? Little spill first before the intro, or
No, we can spill.
what? Spill before the intro?
Yeah, do you want to spill before the intro or straight intro?
Oh, we could just spill after.
Alright, cool.
Right.
Hi guys, it's just Gina here with Big Man Yusuff and Brent, and this is Meet Us After 7.
Throw some D's on that beat.
Yo, excuse the energy. It might pick up as we go along, but
We're sick, guys.
I've got the worst migraine in the world. My God, it's been with me since yesterday.
That was me. Like when I landed, I literally thought, no, I've got COVID. I couldn't believe it.
Oh shit, maybe I should do a COVID test.
No, honestly,
The worst thing is when you go bed with a migraine,
when you wake up with
you wake
it,
up, you're so happy. You're thinking,
yeah,
what?
how? What was the whole point of sleeping,
Yeah.
brother?
I woke up and I felt exactly the same. I was baffled.
Do you know what? It was that, and it was the you know when you feel like you've been beaten up, like my body was I just thought my body was aching me. But you see the sweat, the sweat fest.
Mm.
I said no.
What? As in at home?
I had to change my I had to change my clothes because I usually sweat like when I'm on my period and stuff. I sweat in my sleep here, but this one was out of it was too much.
So what do you have? Have you been diagnosed?
No, but apparently everyone's got this flu that's flying around, so I'm not the only one.
Oh, it might be the new strain of COVID.
Maybe. Where?
What's it called again?
I don't know.
Something anyway. It might be that. Hopefully it's not that.
Do you know what though? I think mine's mainly a combination of severe lack of sleep, severe enjoyment, and
XBB 1.5
and change in temperature, and sleeping with the AC on.
Yeah,
all of that. I'm just worn out, to be honest.
Nah, I can.
And you're more susceptible. You definitely have it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody's complaining.
Brent said you different.
Everybody.
Do you know what's annoying me? The fact that I have to teach tomorrow. I don't know how I'm gonna get through it.
From your Ghana group, are you the only one that's sick?
So far, yeah.
Okay.
They're all cool. But then this is what I feel like.
Your immune system's bollocks though.
Okay, fair point. That's true. Because I do get sick quite a lot, yeah. But also, I've had, the thing is, yeah, and I say this all the time when it comes to my friends and stuff, like they can sleep and lie in. I was waking up every day in training and linking up with different people. So like I was averaging generally on 2 to 3 hours of sleep a night. We'd get home at 7.
Yeah.
I'm up at 10. Shower, I'm out. Do you know what I mean? So they can lie in and have the whole day to sleep. So I wasn't able to do that.
Yeah.
So I'm the most tired out of everyone. Does that make sense?
Okay. All right. Why didn't you just pause classes?
It's not even the classes. It's because there was a lot of like Americans. There was loads of people in Ghana that I wouldn't get to connect with on a normal day.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? So for me, I didn't want to, it was just utilizing the opportunity.
Okay.
But it made me laugh because I realized that not everyone's built like me, clearly, because there were certain guys, who we always planned to meet in the morning after a night out, and we'd message each other at like 7. Like we'd all get in at the same time. So I'd message at 7. I'd be like, yo, just got home, gonna quickly nap for like 2 hours. I'll catch you at the gym, whatever. And
Ego beaver.
And the thing is, me, I can do that, innit? I'll wake up. To me, it's work. It's work, innit? If I can, my motto is, if I can enjoy, then I have to work. Do you know what I mean? I can't do pure enjoyment and not work. It doesn't make any sense to me. So yes, it's an eager beaver thing, but also at the same time, I'm just like, you found the energy to go and be jumping up and down and shaking your ass. This is something that is going to be more beneficial to you. So get over yourself and go and do it. Do you know what I mean? So that's just how I am.
No, I hear that, but surely there's some common ground where you don't have to meet up 2 hours after you get back from a rave.
No,
you can maybe meet later on in the day.
You can, but then I'm thinking about things like traffic. Remember, it's Ghana, innit? I don't want to have to sit in daytime traffic to shoot a video that's going to be a minute long. Yeah. So I'd rather get out the way. Do you know what it was for me, ideally? Yeah. I'm that person who, whenever we got home, I was never tired.
Okay.
So I didn't even sleep straight away. So I won't sleep until like an hour later. Like I could literally shower and go to the gym. Okay. Like I could have done that.
Yeah.
But obviously they weren't on that. So me, it's like I'm really struggling to breathe through my nose.
I'm smelling Abaniki on me. Did you put it on as well?
No. Fix? I need that though, because I can't right now. Can you hear it? I'm struggling.
Do you have Tiger Balm on?
No. It's just my oud.
I'm smelling something like that.
Sorry, I'm so congested. It's
cool.
It's even stressing me out to talk. But yeah. But you know what? I think this is my last hurrah, you know.
You're lost. Okay.
Hurrah.
So last time.
No, do you know why? One, I'm too old. Two, it's just not the same. I feel like I've done it so many times, and so to be honest with you,
Yeah.
it's nothing new for me, to be
Yeah.
completely honest. And I realised that obviously there's so much stuff to do in Ghana, innit? Other than partying and stuff. But where like I'm doing all of that, and then afterwards, when I get home, I'm just gonna crash. Do you know what I mean? I have no energy or motivation to do anything. And then when it's time to do stuff, I'm just like, guys, I need to nap. And then I'll nap, and then I'll wake up groggy, and then it'll take me forever to do basic things. It was just ruining my days. Do you get what I mean? No productivity. Like even stuff like before I got to eat in the day, meet people for restaurant. You only see me in the nighttime or in the early hours of the morning.
Yeah.
During the day, I'm a write off because I'm dragging my feet or do you know what I mean? So I'm like, next time I go, if I do, I'm obviously gonna go again. Ghana's home in it, but like, it's just it's gonna have to be on a different vibe. And the thing is, I'm not the only one that said it. So many people who I believe are veterans of this 30 December were all on the same. We all said the same thing. We were just like, yo,
Okay.
like,
what was the vibe and the general feel?
it weren't the same.
Compared to last
I
year?
kept saying it, and people were like, don't jinx it. And I said it from the moment I got there. I was like, guys, Ghana's not giving this year. It's not the same. And everyone was like, nah. And I was like, no. Last year, I got to Ghana so early. I got there like the 10th, yeah. And from the moment I got there, hit the ground running. It was lit.
Yeah.
Vibes. This year, everyone's like, no, it's because the London people are not here. We didn't need the London people last year. We had a time. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just the vibe weren't the same. I don't know if the crowd's getting younger. I don't know.
Was there less people around?
There was, but I preferred it with less people. Like
Okay.
with less people, it's not as packed, but it's still packed. The thing is, you didn't notice the difference. It still felt suffocated.
Were there different types of
Suffocated.
people this time?
Loads of Americans,
Okay.
like loads. But what I noticed is obviously Brits and Americans, we don't party in the same spaces at all. Obviously, us Brits, we love our Brit stuff. Americans party completely different.
Yeah.
So the only time I really kind of crossed over with Americans was New Year's Day, Polo Beach.
Yeah.
And it was so hilarious because they're just a different vibe to us. And it was
What's
jokes.
the different vibe? Do you think Americans are more turned?
I mean, it was 7 a.m. and these lot were energy eager
That's what I'm saying. Americans
at 7, 8 in the
are
morning.
more like the life of the party than Brits.
But I prefer Brit parties because I'm so accustomed to our style of music, how DJs mix the songs that we like. Do you get what I mean? That's why I enjoyed the Brit parties.
Yeah.
American parties are too hip hop based. Not that I don't like hip hop, but after a while, I don't want to hear a swag and a surf.
You mean parties that were run by Americans?
Yeah.
I thought you meant just American attendees.
No. I'm talking about like American attendees were always at American run events though.
Okay.
The same with Brits, like
Yeah.
DL. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Those events are run by British people.
Oh, okay.
So you know what the lineup's going to be in terms of DJs, the music they're going to play, how they're going to mix.
Okay.
American parties, you're hearing Afro
saying
beats
that's
here and
swag,
there, but
that's surf.
you're hearing swag and surf and
Yeah.
everyone's doing the move and
Roscoe
it's
Dash and them-
so
them
American.
man there.
It's so American. And after a while, for us, it's just like, knock it off.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
Okay.
And they're just, I don't know, like, do you know what, yeah? I feel like there's different levels to this conversation because with Brits, I feel like obviously with Brits, we're a lot more in tune with Africa, innit? So we're not screaming, oh my God, the continent, because we've been doing this.
Yeah.
Obviously for Americans, a lot of them, it's their first time, it's their first experience. And there was a lot of stuff that I was seeing which was really interesting. And someone made a post and I thought it was so accurate because it was like, yes, Americans are experiencing the continent and some people are enjoying it, but some people are really ignorant and still coming with like a West mindset. And it was interesting because I was like, do you know what? I used to do that. And then I had to change my mindset, which made me enjoy Africa a lot more. But this was from before. Do you get what I mean? So it's the constant complaining about the basic things, but it's like, bro, you're in Africa. Like, welcome to Ghana, innit? This is the norm. Like, get with the program or shut up. But so it's that, and it's the rudeness to like Africans, and do you know what I mean? And the disrespect, and like I get really offended when people chat to Ghanaians anyhow, or any Africans anyhow, because I always think you're in their space, you know. Just because you've come from a country that has better currency and like better things doesn't mean that you can come and just chat to people anyhow. Do you know what I mean? That still shows some respect because ultimately this is their land. So it's stuff like that that was really annoying me. Do you know what I mean? But other than that, it's Ghana's Ghana, innit? Ghana's always going to be fun. It's always going to be lit. It's always going to be... And then,
From what I saw, I feel like there was more US celebrities there this time.
yeah, so Chance
Obviously,
the Rapper. I saw Chance the Rapper.
Chance and Vic were there, but they've been there for time, innit?
Yeah.
Obviously, Meek had his whole fiasco over there.
I'm going to tell you about my tussle.
Tell us about that. And Charlemagne was out there. I see, apparently Dave Chappelle was at DLT.
Chappelle.
Was that DLT, right?
I didn't go that day, but Dave Chappelle.
Dave Chappelle was there. A lot more, because when I went last year, I didn't feel like I saw any celebrities.
Yeah, but everyone's there this year.
Yeah, so I feel like...
Erykah Badu.
Do you know the
T-Pain.
year that I really found out about...
30 December.
What was it? It was...
Year of the Return.
Yeah.
2019.
That seemed like it was celeb galore.
Okay.
Whereas... No? Am I wrong?
Yeah, because it was the year of the return, so I feel
last year, I didn't see any celebs around.
There was, though.
I mean, as in, like, sightings. Not
Yeah,
people
like-
who... Not, obviously, Afro-Chilla people performing. I mean, like...
No, but like...
being
Mendeezes
out
were
of...
there.
Okay, yeah, I heard about them.
Who else was there last
I
year?
think I just didn't see anyone.
Do you know what it is? It depends on where you go. So if you go to music events,
Yeah.
you're going to see the celebrities there. If you go to American events, you will see them there.
Yeah.
It's because, like I said, we stay in our British bubble. Americans are not coming, rarely DLT.
Yeah.
Like Ari Lennox was at DLT last year.
Okay.
Cool.
I didn't see him.
I did. I met, what's his name? Lucky Day at DLT this year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Bria Miles is the only person I saw, like, in person.
Oh,
That's
but
it.
the point I'm making is Americans are obviously going to go to American-based events and also music events.
Yeah.
So any events that Spotify, Sony, Apple,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Those are the places you're generally going to see them.
Yeah.
And Polo Beach Club, because anything at Polo, generally speaking, is sponsored by any of these brands.
Yeah.
If you're not going to those events and you're sticking solely to the DLTs, Brunch and Vibes, all black, all white, Americans are not going there. Like celebrities aren't going there because they're like local. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah, I get what you mean.
So that's why you're not going to see them.
Okay. All right, what's your Meek story?
Oh, it was such an amazing spirit. Like I loved it. I loved it, but the ending was such a rattler. So we've gone to see Meek, and it's mad because that day it was either Meek or Burner in it, and they're both doing. One's doing Afrochella, one's doing Afro Nation. They're both different directions.
Yeah.
But we're like, let's just try and firm it and do both.
Yeah.
So Meek first, Burner last year.
Yeah.
Get to Afro Nation. The queue to get into Afro Nation was a joke. Like security was bad. Like it was just, it was a nightmare, right? It's literally giving Brixton O2 vibes.
Okay.
Right? So we finally get in. Meek sets meant to be at 11:30. And when we get to Tiwa Savage's before, so it looks like everything's running to schedule. We're like, sick. Meek doesn't come on for another hour and it's just chaos. But obviously, when you see later, you see all the commotion that he had to even go through.
Well, that the day he had to climb over the roof of the venue or the wall of the venue.
Yeah, because,
why was that?
Because do you know what it is with Meek? Yeah, remember Meek is a street rapper, innit?
Yeah.
So in Ghana, you've got this. So there's an area called Nima. Nima's the hood, the ghetto, innit?
Yeah.
So you've got Nima boys, and all of them are like the I shot your mum, I shot your dad's basically of Ghana, innit? But they're proper like hoodlums. So obviously Meek's a street rapper, so Meek's bringing out that crowd.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
So there's hell of them there, and they're like poor, to be honest with you. So no one's got money to pay for Afro Nation. Afro Nation was, I didn't realize, again, I don't pay for events when I go, so but it was like $250 a ticket.
Okay.
Someone's average salary in Ghana a month here is 1,000 Ghana cedis. That is less than £100. That's someone's average salary. So make it, do you know what I mean? Make it make sense. In terms of it being accessible to Ghanaians, it's not.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So when it comes to people like Meek and everyone wants to see him, they're all coming out in full effect with the means of figuring out how to get into this venue.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? So there's all of that commotion going on. Anyway, you get inside now. Meek finally gets inside. He performs. He sets sick. It's great. It's amazing. It's lit. We now leave because we're like, do you know what? Let's go because there's P Squared are performing after they're the last act. So we're like, you know what? We don't want to have to deal with this whole traffic of everyone leaving. So let's leave. So we even find another exit, which we're not even really meant to leave through, but we go through that exit anyway. Yeah. And there's a group of us. There's loads of us. We finally get out. And obviously it's Meek and there's a big bike community in Ghana as well.
Yeah.
So
I didn't even know. I realized
there
by
is.
seeing all the footage. Yeah.
I know that there is because they ride every Sunday and I've got friends who do it and I've been to one before. It's sick. And the thing is, you know what I really like about Ghana? Is that, I guess for us, you forget that like, we always thinking of, I feel like we have this ignorance of thinking small about Africa in terms of things that they do and stuff like, even like me going to Ghana and seeing them do balloons, I'm like, how do you not do balloons? Do you get what I mean? But it's, why not? Just because it's Africa. But that's what I mean. Like, there's loads of things that we do that they also have access to. It's not just because they're a third world country that they can't do it. Do you get what I mean? There's a massive biking community out there. Obviously, Meek's a biker, so again, brings that crowd.
Yeah.
So concert's over now. We're all walking up and down. We get to the main road. There's bare people. People are riding bikes. Some of us take our phones out. Some small boy, madam, please hold your bag well. Hold your bag well, because obviously he's just like, listen.
Yeah.
You see where you're at right now. It's
the
Christmas.
goons are out.
It is Christmas. So just be careful.
Yeah.
And obviously, where there's loads of bikes and stuff, people grab your phone. They're on a bike. You're not getting it back. So just be careful. Cool. So we're walking through the crowd now, and we're trying to find a way to get a cab. Where we're standing, it is impossible to get a cab.
Yeah.
So we're like, let's walk to like the other side. There's a crowd of people walking. We're going to walk together, and then just try and get a cab from there, because obviously it's going to be a lot less choked. So we're walking now. Walking. The bikers are doing their thing. As the bikers are riding, you see all these local lads, ruffians, chasing after the bikes, screaming. And again, you can tell by their clothes who they are. They're like the proper like area boys, right? Or just local people. So anyway, we're like walking now. We see a petrol station on the right. So we're like, okay, cool. We're gonna, when we get to that petrol station, we're gonna call a cab. We're so close, by the way. Like, you know, when like you're so close, it's touching distance. Like, we're literally there. So then the bikers have come back. So when they've come back, the boys have run back.
Yeah.
So now they're walking towards us. And everyone's kind of dispersed now. So like there's us 6 in the middle, some people on that side, some people on that side. But like it's not like the really big crowd that there was before. So we're walking. So I see them walking towards us, and I'm just like, oh, this looks a bit peak. Yeah. And then I see one of them, and he's like ducking and diving kind of vibe. And I see that he's kind of looking at Cara. So I'm like, he's going for Cara's bag. So I literally grab Cara's bag, So her bag's like a bum bag, like across her body.
Yeah.
So I just literally grab her.
Yeah.
And then he grabs the other side.
Oh, wow.
And so she screams because she's just thinking, what's going on?
Yeah.
So I pull her. And then he kind of lets go. And then he comes back for her. Then I literally grab her and I like, not chuck her over my shoulder, but I literally literally move her.
Yeah.
And then I said something to him like, try it again and watch. Because I'm thinking, are you dumb?
Yeah.
Then, obviously, like Bev's over there, Dana's like, we're kind of all separated, yeah. So then I turn around, and when I turn around, one of them screams, like one of the guys. I'm talking about, there's like 20 of them, like walking towards. It's like they're caving in, yeah. Then I just hear, hey, and I said, okay, this is long. We're about to get robbed. I didn't come Ghana to get robbed. I'm out. I just started running.
I swear, you just legged it.
I legged it, yeah.
Wait, stop.
Stop. And Brent being annoying, this is Brent to me.
Wait, stop.
You're heavy though. How fast were you running?
Stop. I need to ascertain what everyone else was doing. So
I can't even tell. All I know, yeah.
What?
No, let me tell you what the joke
you
is.
just left everyone and ran off.
No, so there's me, Cara. There's me and there's Cara.
Yeah.
I can't see where everyone. All I know is when we're walking, it's me and Cara that the guys come to get Cara.
Yeah.
So I see him coming towards us two.
Yeah.
So obviously I move her. I don't know what anybody else is doing. I can't even see.
Okay,
so I turn around, yeah, and then I see everyone.
Yeah.
I run, Cara runs, Bev says she runs. Everyone says they run, innit?
Oh, everyone runs in different directions.
No, we're running the same direction to the petrol station because all I remember is when I'm and I look back, I see them running with me.
Okay.
But in the midst of that, I hear a scream, a smashing of a bottle, and someone drop on the floor.
Okay.
So I'm like, shit. So that's when I turn back.
Yeah.
Bev's running, Dorothy's running, Cara's running, Charlene's running.
Yeah.
Where's Danai?
Okay. Oh, this is when Danai.
So Danai's the one who's dropped on the floor.
Okay.
So I've stopped. There's like men at the petrol station. What's happening?
Yeah.
Cara, being thug of the family, takes a Hennessy bottle.
Swear
Don't know
down.
where she gets it. Smashes it on the floor.
Down.
No, because you don't understand.
Well, Cara was about this life.
Smashes it
I
on the
wanted
floor
marriage
and
when I
then
heard
she
that.
just
I
starts.
wanted marriage when I heard that.
Smashes it on the floor. It's jagged. She starts waving it. The men are like, cool down. We're like, and then everyone's like, you fucking... Like, we're screaming our heads off here. Where the fuck is Danai?
Yeah.
Where the fuck is Danai? So we all got our stuff and we're like, we need to go back for Danai. But we can't run back in that... We can't run back
in
with
that
our
direction.
stuff.
Yeah.
So I take off my bag. Bev takes off her bag. We give it to Cara and Dorothy and Thingy.
Yeah.
And then they're like, guys, this is too much stuff. It's hot here. Like, you've left us with your stuff, but this is even worse kind of thing. Yeah. Because now we've got all this stuff. So Bev runs first. I
Yeah.
go after. And then Danai's not there.
Mm.
Danai's ran off to chase one guy.
I swear.
Yeah, the guy who's got her stuff or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah. Then some small area boys like we can get your stuff back. We can get whatever. Like just we're thinking no, because you lot all part.
Yeah.
You're all part. Fuck off. Don't try to act like you care about us now, because you lot all saw what happened.
Mm.
So then we don't know where Danai is. One of the guys runs off. Is like, I'm gonna go get your friend. Then she just comes back limping. Like when I say she's limping, like limping like a limping human. We're just like, oh. Livid. So we all, and she's in so much pain.
What was the actual injury?
Like her leg split open.
Okay.
So obviously at this point, we're like all trying to figure out what happened.
Yeah.
She's basically like, when we started running, she started running, but she had 2 bags, her handbag and then the vegan bag.
The vegan bag.
A shopper bag. Do you know what I mean when I said that though? You know, like a shopper bag? A shopper bag, the material bag.
Oh, those
bags.
bags.
I call them vegan bags. Like, I feel like vegans wear them a lot.
Okay.
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Right. So she's got that and this full of alcohol.
Oh, okay.
In there. So she's got 2 bags.
Yeah.
So as she's running, some tall guy grabs the bag from behind her.
Yeah.
So she's again, not thinking, I don't care what's in this bag.
Yeah.
But your defense mechanism is to fight him off, innit? So she's trying to fight him off. Then he takes the bag. So she lets the bag go. It drops on the floor. He clocks, obviously, there's nothing in their value.
Yeah.
He runs up from behind her and literally shoves her on the floor. And obviously she goes...
These guys are barbarians.
She goes flying. Her bag obviously opens. Everything pours out on the floor.
Yeah.
He grabs her phone, her money, keys, whatever's on the floor and runs. And she's just like, not this shit again. So she gets up and she runs. Obviously adrenaline. So she's not even feeling like she's injured or anything. Yeah. Adrenaline. She just runs. Obviously the guy goes far. It is where it is at that point. So yeah, then we come back and we're just all literally stood at this petrol station. Like Dorothy's dress is ripped. They tried to tussle with her, but where her bag was back to front.
Yeah.
Her flap was facing her in it, so it was like a tussle. And then they ended up ripping her dress. It was a lot. It was so mad because it happened so fast. But you know when it happens so fast, you're just like, what? And the thing is, it's like I didn't see it happening, but like Cara literally was just like, Gina, thank you so much. Because she was like, I'm usually the one who's always on point. I clock these things. She's like, I don't know how I didn't see this coming. I said, I'm not even an alert person. I'm not going to lie. I'm not that person who's clocked onto what's going on. I'm usually in my own little world. But I don't know if it was intuition. I literally just saw it happen and I thought, this is her first time in Ghana. The last thing I'm going to allow to happen, is like her having such a bad experience. Do you know what I mean? So I was just like, no.
But was this happening everywhere? As in, were there people getting robbed and getting into altercations all over the area you were in, or was it just you lot?
As far as I'm concerned, it was just us lot.
I think in my head, so this event you went to, was it?
But apparently,
was everyone just pouring out into the streets?
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. So
but we went separately to everybody else, if that makes sense. Because the main road that everybody was on, we were never going to get a cab there.
So also where you were and where this was happening, there was no one else around besides you lot and then the
and
boys.
there was like locals like around, because that's what pissed me off at the end. When they were all coming over to us talking about, oh, what happened? Fam, you fucking saw what happened because you lot were all at the petrol station.
Okay,
like you all saw.
Yeah.
But then one of the guys was like, oh, calm down. They just took my friend's phone as well. Like, apparently one guy there was like, oh, they just literally ran and took his phone from his hand and ran. So, yeah. But, yeah, it was a lot.
They didn't get her, like, cards or passport for that, did they?
No, she didn't have any of that stuff on her.
Okay.
But do you know, but this is what's jokes, because they robbed Meek in it on his way into...
Did they really rob Meek of his phone?
They took his phone.
There's a video that a girl said that he pops a wheelie.
Yeah.
And you see the phone drop out of his pocket onto the ground. And then the girl who's on the back of the thing is covering her face.
Yeah.
I think I watched it and I did think I saw the phone drop out of his pocket.
Do you know why I don't think it was that though? Because he said this was after Afro Nation.
Yeah.
And that wheelie thing was before Afro Nation.
Okay.
Do you get what I mean?
Okay.
But anyway, they took his phone. He got his phone back though.
Yeah.
How did he get the phone back?
Because Shatta Wale. So Ghana's biggest like hood, Ghana's version of gigs,
Yeah, okay.
is an artist called Shatta Wale.
Yeah.
He's a Nima boy. And he has all of them in a chokehold. Literally in a chokehold. So he put out an announcement. It was like, listen, Meek is one of us.
Mm.
don't ever disrespect, and let him come to this country to say treat him. I'm giving you till tomorrow morning to return his phone.
Oh, is it?
His
Sick.
phone got returned quickly.
I love that.
They rate him so much, Like, I don't. Shatta Wale has like the hood boys in a chokehold. Even one guy, he does like clothes and stuff. He was doing clothes for my friend. He came to our house and he's a proud Nuba boy. We were talking to him and he was just like, yeah, I slapped one guy before because he was disrespecting Shatta. I said, excuse me. He's like, yeah, and I'll do it again. He said something about Shatta. I said, ma! And I said, wait. I said, but the Shatta Wale no, I was getting so livid because he was literally like a soul. Like he was like, I'm a soldier for Shatta. Like, are you
Is it
dumb?
because they love his music or
They
because
love
of
him
his street credibility?
Because he's
Both.
everything.
Okay.
Like, literally in Ghana, no one can chat for Shatta Wale.
I slapped the guy because
like literally no one can chat for him at all. Like he's so raz. It's disgusting. Like he came on stage with a gun one time. Like he's so hood ghetto. Like he's a proper ghetto boy. Like loud and proud, and he has all of them in a chokehold.
That's mad.
So yeah,
I'm glad to got his film back though. But I did enjoy seeing Meek's experience though. He seemed like he
did.
One, he embraced the country. The country really embraced him.
Yep.
He had lots of fun with the bikers and even when he was getting dragged that stuff on his way into Afro Nation. I still liked the fact that he was being mobbed.
Because you know what it is?
because it's love, innit?
But you know what it shows as well, it don't mean nothing who you are, innit?
Yeah.
When people are hungry, they're hungry.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, no one is exempt, realistically.
And also, in 2022, we're going to do a phone, really.
No, it'll go to Tem and get sold.
I know, but for what?
Yeah, but you say this, but remember, they've got nothing to lose.
True.
Like, for us, it's nothing, innit? For them, that's 1,000 Ghana CDs.
I was thinking maybe you want to try and hack the phone and maybe try and get some info or something.
They're going to sell it and get money for it. That's it.
Okay. But yeah. Nah, he looked like he was having
No, he did.
a weird
I
of a
love that
time.
for him.
Weird of a time. He says he's going to go to Nigeria next.
But what killed me was people were like, please, they don't return phone here, though. They don't. I thought, listen.
Yeah, it's true.
Nigeria's a different kettle of fish, my G.
Yeah, I don't think you're getting your phone back in Nigeria.
Ghanaians, people say we're docile, isn't it? And we are to a degree, but that's what I'm saying. The most docile people, you can still get robbed. So imagine those that are not even thinking.
Yeah. Well, he seemed like he was out with no security, though. He was just out with him and his boys.
I think there would have been security there, but I didn't. You're right. Like in all the stuff that I saw,
because even when he was tussling, trying to get through Afro Nation, and he was like, "Get off me," kind of thing. There was no one else around him helping him.
I didn't really see.
Isn't he meant to be chaperoned by two hench brothers?
100%.
Escorting him to the entrance.
Maybe he didn't want that though, because Banks had security. Like, who else? Most like Michael Dapp had security.
Yeah.
Like. Most people out there have security.
Yeah.
So maybe he just chose to not
to
have that experience.
Yeah. Okay.
So it killed me. But it was me, Marv, I was on Marv and them lot's table, innit? And Dapper came over, and he's security guard ahead. Marv was like, he's cool. Like, the way the security guard, like...
Oh, security was being all...
Yeah, but it was like, fam, we're all Benjamins, like, like, it was jokes because Marv was like, relax.
Yeah.
Relax. But it was jokes because the guy was really like...
Yeah, edging himself up.
And we're thinking, brother, Michael's come over here because clearly everyone, like, we're all friends, innit?
Yeah.
So it's okay. It's all right.
Walking around a club of security that's kind of mad to me.
Yeah, but I guess you kind of have to.
Yeah.
Do you know what it is?
I have to.
No, but do you know what I think it is as well? Yeah.
For me, it depends on who you are.
Think about it, yeah. The difference is, and this is, I think, with Ghana, what I love, is everybody's accessible. Do you understand what I mean? Like, in the UK, people aren't as accessible. I can't imagine being in the UK and seeing Chance the Rapper, seeing who else? Seeing Ashake, seeing, like, being in close proximity. Do you understand what I mean? Like, you don't really have that over here.
Yeah.
Over there, you do. So I feel like because people are a lot more easily accessible, you have to be a bit extra. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that night, that night, I'm not saying everyone was there. Stormzy, Skepta, who else? The Spotify lot, the Apple lot. Like, you know, all these, like, all the... Everybody was in this one venue.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Jam-packed and ram. So it's like...
Sounds lit. Sorry, go back to Carver's story, right? When she brought the bowl, and she waved at the boys, did they what? Did they just back off?
Yeah. But the boys, they didn't follow us though. So it was more like the locals who were around trying to like come near us. But at that point,
Okay.
you know when you don't know who's who,
Yeah.
so anyone can get it.
It sounds like fucking hyenas, man.
No, it was nuts.
Like just
It actually was nuts.
on prey, like.
Quite
just-
exhilarating though. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, is it?
You know me, I laugh at the face of danger. Ha ha ha.
I love the rush. The adrenaline
do.
was pumping.
I do.
Well, I was even thinking to myself when you told me, like, that night, it's happened to her twice now.
I know that's why she ran after him because she just
Like-
she said, "Why is it always me?"
Yeah, that's what I think. I'm thinking, why is always her? Like,
Yeah.
that's 2 years in a row that's happened to her.
Uh,
Hold on, she's had to get a new phone 2 years in a row.
it's not even 2 years in the rest. The same year. This happened early. We went to SA in February.
She's on her third phone.
no,
no. It's not even funny. It's just, it's just ridiculous that she has to get another phone now.
She's got one though. She finally got it. She got it 2 days ago. Someone
Ah.
was coming from London, so they bought it.
Oh, she got her phone back.
No, someone was coming from London. She called the insurance company to get a new one.
Oh,
Someone came from London, so they
I
managed
bought
to
the
bring
phone.
it. Yeah.
Okay. It's mad out, yeah, because I think the same day Brent told me it happened, I see a snap of you lot at a party. I see the bandages on her leg. I'm like, oh, you lot seem fine. You lot living it up.
No, do you know what it was? After that, yeah, we were like, okay, what's the plan? What we
Yeah.
do? This is the night. Chop life before life chops you. I said, don't
I can even picture her saying that as well.
Literally, but it was miserable. It was shit. And then everything after that was shit.
As in that day, or you mean
We
the rest
didn't
of the
last
trip?
for long anyway.
What do you mean, that day or the rest of the trip?
I feel the rest of the trip was like hard for her because she couldn't walk properly. She was
Yeah.
limping. She took extra long to get ready.
Yeah.
We started calling her peg leg.
Oh, wow.
No, but yeah.
Yeah. All right. Any other tidbits from Ghana?
No.
Yeah.
Didn't meet the love of my life.
Unfortunately.
No.
I wanna dissect this ruffian girl.
Do you know what really jars me? I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie. Maybe this is me being like a certain type of way, but
Yeah.
it really gets on my nerves when people that are not. And I know it's not a case of speaking black.
We were talking about this yesterday,
Because
right?
speaking black isn't a thing.
Do you look at this and think she's acting black? And if you do, why?
Because that's not how white, in my
But-
opinion, that's not how white people
All right, let me tell you how she's coming across, right? She's coming across loud. She's coming across aggressive.
Yep.
Yeah, she's being rude.
It's her choice,
Wait,
it's her language.
She's using a hell of profanity, yeah?
Yeah.
Why do we want to say she's acting black?
No.
Why do we want to,
No, do you know what it
claim
is?
those behaviors as our as our own?
It's not that. It's the choice of words and the words that she's using. If I saw a white person,
Yeah.
fucking get, all of that
Yeah.
stuff, yeah, doing the Cockney thing,
Yeah,
do your thing.
yeah,
I ain't got a problem with that.
yeah.
It's the, you're a yak, you're da. My dear, that's not how you, like, and I'm not saying that. Do you know what it is? It was just over excessive.
No,
Like, do you know what
no, I
it's
agree with that.
Do you know what it
Sure.
sounded like to me? You know when
Yeah.
a person wants to really show that I'm from ends and I'm cool?
Yeah,
That's what it was coming across because the person you're even talking to is a white woman.
yeah.
So I just thought, what are you doing? Like, because even me, I would never talk like that. And furthermore, I really respect people that like can have that kind of engagement with someone.
Mm.
Because I'm not gonna lie, I'm tapping you in your throat with the quickness.
Oh,
Yusuf,
we all know about the taps.
no, because do you know what it is, Yusuf? What I realized, yeah? I can't deal with someone running off their mouth. Where does it go from here? I just need to clap you because,
No, it is. She's just
because
lucky.
she's a child.
Yeah, she's lucky she's a child.
That's what I'm saying.
Because
She's
if
lucky
she
she's
was
a
a-
child. Because you know what? Can I be honest? I'd have to remove myself from the situation because my blood would boil so much, I'd have to beat you
What
up.
I didn't get was the fact that they were sitting next to each other afterwards. You know the second video?
Because they first started off standing, didn't it?
Yeah. And then they ended up sitting next to each other. I didn't get how that happened. Have you seen the other video of the guy who was like, shut the fuck up,
Yeah, he was
man.
funny.
Like, he was just
But
dumb of her, innit?
and what made me laugh was everyone was laughing. That's what
Yeah.
made it worse for her because I thought
Yeah.
you actually look like a prick. Just shush.
Yeah.
You actually look like an immature child
No,
He's-
she is an immature.
who's
Like,
running
she's
up her
beyond
mouth.
immature.
Why are you running up your mouth and talking like that? You're not gonna do me nothing. You're not gonna. You're yeah. Sorry, a what?
All right. Shall we play it for those who may not?
Ugh,
Yeah.
you
Just,
can, but it just makes me too shy. I can't watch
it's
stuff
cringe.
Like that.
Just for context, for those who are not privy, right? So there's a girl on, I think it's a C2C train specifically, who is arguing with a woman because I believe she was smoking a vape pen on the train and the woman asked her to stop smoking it and then an argument is...
Oh, don't even have chat for me, just move away. Dickhead, shut up. You're not gonna do that. No, you're not gonna do shit. 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 Exactly. Can't you just move to shut the fuck up? You shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up! Shut up! I'm not a big girl. Oh, please,
You're a big girl, but you're not a big
I
girl.
said that. And how old are you? How old are you? How old are you? How old are you? 27. 27, and you call yourself a fucking grown woman? Are you stupid? What? You silly fucking bitch! You silly bitch!
When do you become a grown woman
Silly
then?
bitch, bro, you don't need to know any of that.
You must be a grown woman,
You
mustn't
don't
you?
need to know all of that. You don't need to know any of that. You don't need to know.
Nah, how many shut the fuck ups do you need to deliver in one go? It's insane.
She's too
It's
cringe.
insane. And hold on, let me quickly play them part 2 real quick. This is like another angle.
Get the fuck out. I can tell you now. Get out of here, bitch. Get out of here, bitch. Get out of here, bitch. Trust me, my family cancer. No, don't worry, your breast stinks. My breast stinks. Your fucking breast stinks. Your fucking self stinks. You dirty bitch. Stupid. Yeah. Should I actually swing for this woman? Should I swing for this fucking woman? I'm a now fucking tap that in my head. You think you're fucking scary? You think you're fucking scary? You think you're scary? Did I say I was scary? You think you're fucking scary? Oh, don't worry, because I swear down the one thing you'll fucking regret is me swinging for you, bro. The one fucking thing you will regret is me swinging for you.
Shut the fuck up.
I won't shut the fuck up. I won't shut the fuck up. You're gonna sit there. No.
Anyway, the video goes on for 2 minutes, but when I look at that, I look at a girl who I think comes from a very there's a lack of discipline in her household.
Yeah.
That's the way I see it. You can really paint a household dynamic,
Yeah.
right?
Her parents were.
She probably tells her parents to shut the fuck up.
Her parents,
Yeah, she tells her dad to shut the fuck up. Like
100%.
that's the type of girl she is. Yeah,
Yeah.
she has no discipline at home. She's one of them just rebellious. I do what the fuck I want kind of kids. Yeah, she obviously lives on the ends, whether that be south or wherever.
You know what
yeah.
makes me laugh though? You're on a freaking C2C, bruv.
Yeah.
The C2C train, yeah. Obviously, that doesn't mean that where she lives, but again, you could hear how the guy was talking, right?
Yeah.
That's the C2C train. That's the Essex train from freaking Stamford Lee Hope to Fenchurch Street.
Yeah.
So, where are you going?
Goodness.
And if you live in any of those areas,
Yeah.
they don't speak like that in those areas.
Yeah.
They do not.
I don't know where she was going, but I just see she has no respect for herself and for anyone else. Yeah. The aggression was it's just I can't even
She's got
explain
a
it,
lot
bro.
of trauma, you can tell.
Something's happened at home, bro. No one is
She's
that
just a rude kid.
angry and that aggressive for no reason.
Yeah.
I'm not excusing her behavior. But she's suffering from trauma. I ain't doing none of that. Like, oh my God. She's just lucky she's a little girl. Because if she was a bit older, that woman may have, so you know what? Let's
I'm not gonna lie.
let's square up.
No, me, my blood. I'd have to move.
But not to make this a race thing, but she wouldn't talk to you like that.
Yeah, she couldn't.
I feel like we know this. If you look at the person she was talking
If she
to,
did,
she was a very
That's
unassuming.
when I would. If she did, that's when I would get on to her and be like, "Are you okay?
Yeah.
Do you know who you're talking to? Like, I'm not one of your like."
Yeah.
Even the way that woman was talking to her, I'd be like, "I'm not your age mate.
Yeah.
I'm not your friend. I'm not your someone you can impress." Innit?
Yeah.
Keep talking to me like that and see where this lands you.
Yeah.
Because very quickly.
The way it's about young people as well, I feel like they assume because of their age that an adult won't hit them.
Bad. I'm not gonna lie,
Yeah.
yeah. Can I be honest with you?
Yeah.
If you're 18 years and above, I'm fucking you up. I don't give a shit. People can get people can get onto me. You're an
Yeah.
adult. I'm telling you now,
Yeah.
Yusuff, if an 18-year-old ever ran their mouth to me,
Yeah.
I'm badding you up. If that means I'm a bad person, okay, you're big enough to be running up your mouth. You don't know how you don't know how old I am.
Mm.
Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
You generally don't. I could
Yeah.
have been 25, 26, and then
Yeah.
what? Don't think that because you're young, you're too young for beating. I will spank you.
God damn.
No, I'm not even joking. I swear to you, if you're 18 and above
Yeah.
and you ever catch me and you run up your mouth, I'm battering you. I don't give a heck. Because as far as I'm concerned, you're no longer a child. In the eyes of the United Kingdom, and you're 18 years old, you are classed as an adult. You are legal
Yeah.
for everything. You're no longer classed as a child.
Mm.
Therefore, we are one.
Yeah.
So we can tussle.
Are you surprised that only that one guy intervened? You're on a train full of people who are
No,
all...
there was other people that spoke as well. I saw
Okay.
like people comment, but he's the only one who was like, "Oh, shut the fuck up, mate. You gave me, yeah."
Yeah. It was.
But I liked it because he came from a comedic perspective and it
Yeah.
kind of like diffused the situation.
Yeah.
But do you know what it is also, yeah? It's like, I guess the reason why people didn't get involved is because she didn't come up, like, you know when you can see a situation, you're like, this ain't even worth it.
Yeah.
She's too far gone. You can't come and talk, you can't come and reason and talk sense to someone like her.
Mm.
So just leave us to chat rubbish.
Yeah. But yeah. She's the funny thing is, if this was America, I'm sure she would have been on like her social status would have already, you know how Americans
Oh, she would have got famous.
Yeah.
And blown up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That don't really happen. It happens here, but it doesn't really happen here as frequently. But
She don't deserve it though.
no, not at all. What made me laugh was the first video she had her hood up in it, and the second video she had her hood down.
Her hair.
The hair was a bit of a explain to me that hairstyle.
Everything about her is the best.
The hairstyle didn't match the profile.
The thing that's interesting is, yeah, she doesn't look young. Like she could pass for an older.
No, she looks young.
Nah, man.
When you say old, what do you mean? Like someone in the mid-20s or
Do you know what it is? It's just giving, I don't know.
even?
I don't know. She just looked like her hair.
No,
Everything.
no, her hair was a hot mess. I'll be honest. Her hair's atrocious. Her hair looked like her hair aged her about 10 years.
That's what I'm saying. So like that would have made me think, oh, you're not as young as you think. You're not as young as I think. I can bad you up.
I wonder if her age actually came up.
And also, let's say for example, like she hit the girl, the woman.
Yeah.
Let's just say she's a child.
Yeah.
She is like 15, 16.
Yeah.
That's the age she's giving me.
Yeah.
But she hits me first.
Yeah.
Am I justified to beat the shit out of her because she's hit me?
I don't think you're justified to beat the shit out of her, but you're justified, I think, to hit her back.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Especially because of how aggressive she was coming across.
You know what?
Yeah. But remember,
I don't think it's stopped there for me.
you have to weigh it up, innit?
Mm.
If she slaps you, don't kill her. Because you know what?
You know, slaps are so disrespectful.
Slap, punch, push, whatever the contact is, innit?
Mm.
Just measure it. Don't let her give you a 5 and you give her 100, innit? Because at the end of the day, people are going to keep using the fact that she's a kid and you're an adult against you.
But you kind of open the floodgates though.
You know what I mean? Because
This is why I should just never get myself in these
you're
situations.
automatically at a disadvantage because, but you're the adult.
I don't care.
You're meant to know better.
No, I don't.
You're meant to turn the other cheek.
I didn't. So where do we go from here?
Be the bigger person.
I wanted to be the small person
All the
that day.
catchphrases and all the whatever.
And these are all going to be my responses. I chose to be the small person that day. So where do we go from here?
The funny thing is, I don't think the public would even get onto you because if we see that 2-minute video of her just coming at you,
You say
and then she hits you, we're like, fuck that bitch up.
Yeah.
Because we're already looking at her like, shut the fuck up, man.
Yeah.
Fam. But yeah, it's egregious. It's very egregious. All right, before we move any further, we are 1 week away from our last ever live show.
Question.
Yes.
How many have I only still got one person for blind date?
Don't worry about the blind
It's just
date
a
thing.
question, man. Is it
No,
still one person?
Don't worry about no, it's not one person.
Have you filled the lineup?
No, I haven't filled the lineup yet, but it's filling. It's filling. I'll be honest with you, this blind date journey has been interesting.
Really?
Been interesting, yeah.
Why?
As in, like, you know, for example, okay, cool. I'll give some information without saying anything else. So I've had some people join and then pull out.
Really?
I've had people do the. I've had the one guy do the whole.
Why did they pull out, by the way?
Wait, hold on. I had one guy was on a. One guy was on the vibe of, I'm not sure. He was like, I'm not sure because XYZ.
What was the XYZ?
Then he said, nah, let me not take up a slot for someone who really wants to, date her, who really wants to be the man she wants. I'm like, no, this is for fun.
Bruv, it's for shits and
Yeah,
giggles,
this is-
man.
I feel like
it.
he
You're not taking it too
he
serious.
came across like this was the real
Like a
deal.
real deal.
But nah, big man, this
Big
is
man.
a game show. It's all for fun. It's not a case of, but I'm unsure. So if I take a slot, then I'm going to take away the slot from someone who actually really wants to date her and really wants to be her man. I'm like, big man, this ain't that deep.
Oh my goodness.
Ain't that deep. I've had, yeah. Go on, sorry.
So who's the person that pulled out?
What do you mean, who is he?
You said, no, as in why did he pull out? Or is that the person you're talking about?
Yeah, him, yeah. He's unsure.
If you're listening to this, don't sign up, bro.
Yeah, listen.
You're not. You ain't got the heart.
Yeah. So what? No,
Which means you ain't the one.
no. There are still slots available.
No, because you know what it is.
Are you triggered?
No.
Rightfully so.
Why?
I want my roster to be full. I don't want it to be barely scraping.
No.
I understand.
The thing is, generally speaking, literally, this is shits and giggles, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just think it's funny how he really is like, I don't want to.
No, remember, he don't know you from anywhere.
I know, but like,
He said, I don't want to take you seriously. And this slot I'm taking up is going to disadvantage someone else that would take you
but the
seriously.
thing I'm saying is, I don't need you to take
Precisely.
me serious. I'm not that
She ain't
desperate.
struggling
Brother,
there.
it's a joke. Like,
No, that's
the
what I was
game.
trying to say. This is not like, she's not out here really trying to look for love. Like we said the other day, if one of the guys is a Spice, you might, okay, you're a Spice. But this show is not about, we need to find Gina a man. This is for
literally,
fun.
It's literally for shits and giggles.
Yeah, so, but like I said to you the other day, men who actually real life like you and real life want to move to you,
They're not going to come
they're
in.
probably not going to do this.
No,
This
100%
is
they're not.
guys who are up for a laugh, who are up for a bit of fun.
Which is what I appreciate. And to
You know
me,
what I mean?
that's good because remember, I'm on bad.
You would.
I would join the game if I were actually
You mean
interested in her.
as you
Mm.
or
Okay, but-
as another guy?
No, if I was just another guy
Yeah.
and I liked her,
Yeah.
I actually thought that she would find me interesting.
Yeah.
But I don't know how to contact her because
Okay.
I guess I'm just an ant
Yeah.
in the flipping kingdom.
Yeah.
So I would do this game
Yeah.
for some weird
Yeah.
connection to be like, oh, hi.
And guess what?
Mm.
If you do that, you have to have it.
Yeah.
He'll have to have it. So for example,
Yeah.
if a guy was your aesthetic and your type and he joins, you're not gonna look at him like, but I met you on the blind date. You'll be like, nigga, you're a bit of me.
Mm.
So that's why you do it, because you know
100%.
I'm a bit of you. So you're gonna
The confidence.
the confidence is there.
Yeah,
innit?
of course.
So yeah, the roster isn't full yet. We're getting there. I got a week left to fill
Fuck
it up.
y'all. I'm joking.
You know what I mean? You'll be fine, man. Don't worry.
I'm honestly, I'm not worried. I'm not worried.
You're
in the
worried.
slightest. I think it's funny.
What you should have done is done a little video in Ghana.
No, she said she was gonna do
Yeah, I
it,
was going.
but she didn't do it.
Hi, this
Yeah.
is me. I'm up for to put it out, let everybody
Because
share it.
I'm not trying to come. You know what it is?
It's a joke.
No, but some people in my DMs here
Oh, is it?
really think it's like, oh my gosh. Like,
Yeah, but come on, like,
So I'm
read
like,
between the lines here. This is not, you know what I mean? This is not a desperate cry for help. This is just
John B.
for fun. What's that?
even when I
Here's John B.
even when I stop it.
You know, I thought about it.
No, if you do,
I thought about it, but then I
I
thought to
will
myself,
scream.
one, she recognizes his voice. Yeah. Two, why get someone that I already know she doesn't care for, innit? So it's like, it's pointless.
I'll be so. Do you know what will happen? I'll hear the thing and I'll be like, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
I'll be like, yes,
But even, the guy who's doing the,
back and forth.
I feel like I need him though. Basically, he said, if you don't put the stops up by next week, shout him.
Why do you need him?
Because of his specifications.
Oh, is it?
Like, you know, when, like, I want, obviously the crowd are going to react because you're going to be facing the crowd and they're going to be behind you in it. So I need the girls to give it, oh shit. Like, I need a raw.
Oh, is he a old shit? Like a raw?
I feel like some of his credentials might be.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, certain things about him might be, okay, like, he's the one.
Yeah, cool.
So I need, so. But yeah, we got a week to go in, so hopefully I get some
getting lit?
some badinas on the.
We're going to get lit on stage.
Are we gonna get lit? As in drunk on stage?
Not on stage.
I wouldn't say lit. I need to be in control.
What, no drip?
No drip. What do you mean?
No, man.
She brought drip back.
Speak, man.
Come on, of course
Speak.
you did.
What? What's your drip?
No.
You never had drip?
Drip. I
Yeah.
thought you meant as in clothes.
No.
Yeah, fam. I've been asking you for this drip
I know,
for
but
3 years.
I'm just trying to figure out where your head's at.
Yeah, okay, cool. Bring.
Alright, cool.
Yeah, bring some drip. I've been waiting to try this
Alright,
thing.
cool.
Even though when
Are you sure?
even when I went
You
to
were-
Ghana, I didn't have any.
I can't believe it.
Yeah, it wasn't.
I
didn't have
definitely made sure I stocked up, boy.
any. Yeah, guys. So we're 1 week away from our last ever live show. Tickets are still available right now. Grab them from the link in the description. Just to give you a quick rundown on some of the things we'll be doing. Obviously, you just heard we're doing blind dates. We're going to be doing karaoke, and we've got some of your your favorite podcasters coming to join us, man. We got Free Shots of Tequila. We got 90s Babies and Pastor Meerkat. They'll be all gracing the stage. We're doing Song of the Week, live performances. And me and myself and Gina have lined up. I didn't even tell you about the other girl. I'll tell you off air. So we've got 3 unsigned acts performing. One is a male rapper, one's a female rapper, and one is a female singer. All dope. So they're coming to grace the stage. Obviously, we're going to have our normal topics of discussion. Spending Hall of Fame. I've finished it, you know.
Oh, I can't wait.
So what I've done is I've collated 24 words.
Mm-hmm.
So what I've done is a couple of them I made up, some of them I grabbed from the internet space, right? So I've got the fake word. I'm going to put it on the screen.
Yeah.
Right? The first person to guess it,
Wins.
gets it right. And then I've got the correct word on the next slide, innit?
Okay.
And then we'll give out prizes for the winners. So I want to do you versus an audience member.
All right, cool.
There may be 2 audience members against each other.
Okay.
What else we're doing? We're doing bad things, man. We're doing bad things. But yeah, this is our last ever show. You cannot pay on the door. All right? So you have to buy a ticket. It's a ticket-only event.
Mm-hmm.
So don't show up on the door because none of us are on the door. This is the actual staff of the venue. They're on the door. So you can't do a call me or call whoever. But yeah, man. You looking forward to it?
I am.
What are you looking forward to the most?
Live shows are fun.
Yeah.
Every time we do live shows, they're fun. I think the reason why I'm looking forward to this the most, not because it's our last one, but because it's more like my favourite live shows that we've done.
Yeah.
So I like my favourite live shows are the ones we've done at Diggles.
Yeah, where we got a lot of variety.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when we got a lot of variety going on.
Yeah, they're my favourite because it's such an entertaining day.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And it's although we're hosting it, it still feels like we get to experience it for the first. Do you know what I mean? We get to experience the show for the first time the same way they do.
Yeah.
Because nothing's been pre-rehearsed, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Have you decided what you're doing for karaoke?
No, I haven't.
I'm still waiting to get everyone's songs back. I've told everyone to send me their songs just so I can let S2 know that this is.
Who's my? I need to figure out who my team is though. Who's my team?
Why do you keep saying all this team stuff?
Because I thought it was.
No, so
it's a duet, right?
No, so Pastor Maker are performing together as a collective. 90s Babies are performing together as a collective.
You're doing Marv.
So I initially hollered at Marv. So me and him can do a little whatever, one, two thing, innit? Then I hollered at Taser. He's on it too. So 3 of us are going to do something together.
Okay.
Yeah. You can do whatever you want.
Okay.
You have to pick it up. You can do it with me. You can choose to do it with whoever.
Okay,
you can do it alone. You can grab someone, like whatever you want to do, you're doing it.
Alright, cool.
Yeah. You can call Brent, you can call Marks.
Brent.
You know what? I messaged.
Marks, you said you asked him to do a pen game.
I said, yo, bro, you perform pen games?
He said no, innit?
He said, no chance.
I'll ask him though. If he's up to do karaoke with me, I'll do it.
I said, yo, perform pen game too. Because I wanted to do it on the Song of the Week segment. Obviously, because me and him have had our little back and forth about that song on TDA, innit? So I thought it'd be funny, innit? And he goes, no chance. He goes, I said, it's worth asking, innit? He goes, I ain't mad at you, but no chance.
Cool. I'll hold up Mugs.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun, man. It's gonna be fun. So yeah, grab your tickets right now. I wanted to look at this list, and get your opinion on this list that Rolling Stone, I believe, released.
Oh, top 10.
They ain't top 10. It's top. It's top. It's best singers of all time.
Was it Aretha Franklin was number 1, right? Or was it Patti LaBelle?
It's the top 200 singers of all time, right? But obviously, I'm not going through.
I think I only saw the 10 though.
So, one of the most notable. Hold on, let me go to. What was Brandy? There was a big discussion about Brandy being where she was, and even Michael Jackson being where he was, right? So number 1, I'll just go down and then we can discuss it. So number 1 is Aretha Franklin. So,
yeah, number 1.
Yeah. Number 2 is Whitney Houston. Yeah. Number 3 is Sam Cooke. Let's all be honest.
I don't really
know. Some of these
people
are not our generation.
Yeah, so besides
and even though we know
I
about
Was
them,
Born by the River, I don't really know much about...
Number 4 is Billie Holiday.
Again, I don't really know much about him.
Billie Holiday's a woman.
Shame. Oh.
Yeah. Number 5 is Mariah Carey.
Fair play.
Yeah. 6, Ray Charles.
Okay.
I really don't know what the criteria is for this though. 7, Stevie Wonder.
Okay.
8 is Beyonce.
I saw.
9 is Otis Redding. 10 is Al Green. 11, Little Richard. 12 is John Lennon. What is this based on? John Lennon's above Michael Jackson.
I just realised Michael Jackson's
But-
not.
Michael Jackson,
Michael Jackson's not there.
from what I saw, he's in like 98 or something like that.
But you know what? When I think about it though,
Are you about
Michael
to say something about
Jackson's-
his voice?
Hmm?
Go on.
yeah, Michael Jackson vocally wasn't to me like you see Whitney Houston, yeah,
Yeah.
undeniable talent. I'm not saying Michael Jackson's not talented, but Whitney's range, like Whitney and Mariah, makes sense for me.
Okay. Has Freddie Mercury got better range than Michael Jackson?
I don't know who Freddie
Michael-
Mercury is. Who's Freddie Mercury?
So,
Name a song.
so Michael Jackson, who sang from his
No,
fucking
no.
soul at the
I'm
age
not-
of 5 years old.
I'm not saying Michael Jackson should be 98 or whatever number he is.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that if I'm thinking about vocals,
Yeah.
like vocal ability,
yeah.
I fuck with Whitney being second.
The thing is, okay, cool. I don't
Heavy.
think 15 is Bob Dylan,
Because
right?
Whitney
And
Houston
obviously,
is vocally, Whitney Houston is levels.
I-
And I put Mariah Carey too. You see Mariah Carey's falsettos and her range. Nah, no one's
but
touching
I
her.
don't know if this list is based purely on vocals. It
I
can't be.
don't know what it's based
Am I
on.
lying? Because okay, Prince is number 16.
I
Yeah.
feel like a lot of the people
Elvis
on-
Presley is 17.
I feel like a lot of people on that list I don't know. Like I don't
Frank
know.
Sinatra,
I don't
19.
know. I don't know their catalog. Do you understand what I mean?
Marvin Gaye 20.
So maybe that's why Mariah and Whitney. I'm like because they're my generation.
Adele 22. So Adele's not got a better voice than Bob Dylan and them, man, and John Lennon.
Again, I don't know anything. I don't know anything about Bob Dylan and John Lennon. Sorry.
Mary J. Blige 25. Paul McCartney 26. Dolly Parton 27.
Jolene.
Mahalia Jackson 28. Shaka Khan 29. I'm just reading like some notable names in it. Luther Vandross 31. David Bowie 32. You know what I mean? I'm trying to find Michael Jackson. Barrington Levy at 119.
I don't know who that is.
No, but- The dancehall reggae, that's whatever. Barrington
Sorry,
Levy, man.
this number keeps calling me.
Ozzy Osbourne 112. No, sorry, not 112. The group.
Ozzy
As in the
Osbourne.
number 112.
Was he a singer?
I'm trying to find Michael Jackson. I really want to know what this is based on because this is insane. Taylor Swift is 102. Gladys Knight is 101. I think the Upper ISO was around Brandy's
What number was she?
position. I had to find it. Because Brandy's got a incredible voice. Absolutely. Rihanna's 68. Can Rihanna even sing? Like sing properly?
She's definitely improved.
But realize that she's above Michael Jackson, right? Just put that out there on this list. Obviously, lists are whatever. They're subjective. They're based on whatever the publication want to base it on. So this isn't the Bible. Tina Turner's 55. Mick Jagger 52. Sade is 51.
I got the moves. I got the moves.
Let me just find Michael Jackson,
man.
So no. Michael, 1 second. I'm just trying to find one Michael Jackson one. What's it called? Have you been keeping track of Arsenal since you became a fan? Or no?
No.
Rubbish.
Rubbish.
Okay, yeah, they put him at 86.
Who?
Michael Jackson.
Oh, that sounds harsh.
Yeah, this is bogus. Absolutely bogus. All right, yeah. What else been going on? What else has been crack-a-lacking in the multiverse, the universe? BMF is back
I got an exclusive.
from but he's not on the show no more, is he?
A hat.
Oh, he's back.
A hat. That's
Oh,
what
you
I'm
see
knock,
it?
knock it off, man. What's that?
Didn't you see the first
Nah.
episode?
No.
Oh.
Wait, it's out already?
Yeah, it's out. I didn't watch it yet. Oh, he's in it.
Oh, damn.
Hold on.
So much for my exclusive.
Wait, but what happened at the end of last season? Though?
He got killed. Did he die? He got shot.
Mm.
And I guess you assumed he died.
Okay.
But basically, so the first episode's out, yeah?
It makes sense because you know in real life, he's alive.
Oh, okay. In real life, yeah?
The guy's alive in real life. So I thought that, they just killed him in the show because they
Oh.
wanted to. Because I remember, I told you to watch the BMF documentary.
No, you didn't send it to me.
I didn't send it to you.
Send.
I don't know how to say it.
Where was it on?
Remember we spoke about it?
But where was it on?
It's on all those sites.
Oh, no. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh.
so he's the guy, he's
Mhm.
actually alive in real life, isn't it?
Mhm.
So I thought, okay, if he's alive in real life, why did they kill him off in the show? So it makes sense that he's still alive. Okay. Fair enough. I'll watch it when I get home then.
Do you know what was really fun, yeah? So I spent quite a lot of time with Eric in Ghana, actually, yeah? And it was so fun. Like, he's... like,
Spend a lot of time on.
no, like, we're cool. No, you know what's interesting? So, how do I do this without shooting myself in the foot? Anyway, basically, back in the day, yeah, I went to like some of his like screenplays, like when he was like proper like trying to like get into acting and stuff. So it's really amazing to see how far he's come. But anyway, he's literally famous. Obviously, he's famous, yeah. But like, it was jokes being around him and everybody would be like, oh my God, Lamar. Like the Americans would literally, I'd be like, oh my God, there's Lamar. And he'd be like, Gina, stop it.
Yeah.
Like, can I be autographed? But like Americans literally would like surround him, take photos.
Yeah.
I was like, bruv, you've gone clear, you know.
Lamar.
And I was like, what is it like in America? He was like, forget about it.
Yeah,
Like,
he's got one of the best characters
literally
in recent history in terms of a villain.
And where he's got so much range, like he can sing. He's trying to get into music as well.
Oh, we can sing. No, wait, I'm not a fan of the act and then parlay
Music.
to singing because I don't think it works for you. Like, for example, I feel like Rotimi.
Yeah.
I feel like he's got that weird thing where how do I look at him? Can I take him
But
seriously as a singer?
the thing is, Rotimi's actually a good artist. Though.
No, he is.
Like he actually makes good music.
I feel like it works in the opposite way.
Oh,
When
if
you're-
you do
when you're
music
a
first and then you
when
go
you're
into
a-
acting.
Yeah,
That's true.
yeah. When it's the other way around, when you act first and try to do music, it looks like you're just an actor who's just trying to bust his music now. I don't know why we take it seriously the other way around. It just maybe we're more conditioned to seeing that happen.
Yeah.
Because normally I feel like we see musicians dabble into acting as opposed
Do you know
to
what
the
I
other way
think the
around.
problem is as well? With Rotimi, it's not like he's an actor that has range.
He was here, you know,
Yeah, I saw.
on Free Shots.
It's not like he's an actor that has range. We only know him as Dre, one character.
Yeah.
Drake.
But who really knew
But
about
it is,
Drake's
no one
acting
knew
career?
about
Yeah.
Degrassi.
Most of us found out he used to act after he became Drake.
People in America did. We didn't because we didn't watch that bollocks.
No, man. What I think here, if we knew Dre in different things, you'd be able to, I think, digest it a bit more. But you see him as Dre as a character.
Yeah.
Like, do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
So you see with him, everyone's always going to see him as Lamar until he has loads of different roles
Yeah.
that will kind of expand him a bit more. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Same with Dampton. It's like, as much as he's done other stuff, I would always look at him as Franklin Saint. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, no, I feel like there is an issue. It's not really a bad thing,
Whereas,
but when you're
when I
cheating
look
on
at John Kaluuya, Daniel Kaluuya,
Yeah.
I don't see him as Get Out, or I don't see him as, do you know what I mean? Because he's had different things, and although Get Out probably, I think, is like the biggest thing that everyone will remember him for, I still don't, like, do you know what I mean? Like, I don't look at him and think, okay, the guy from Get Out, he's got a lot more range. Whereas,
because he's giving you a lot of movies in a small space of time, so he hasn't allowed you to sit with Get Out to where you think of him as just that guy.
do you know why I'm chatting rubbish? Do you know what it is? Franklin say, Dre, their series is, of course I'm gonna always stick with them because there's a lot more longevity.
It's a recurring
not a
character.
film. So yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ashley Waters.
Yeah, no, he was a rapper first.
No.
Yes, he was. Well, you know what I mean, though, innit? Like,
But we knew, I didn't know him
we
from
knew
acting.
him
We knew
first as a
him
rapper.
from So Solid.
Yeah, like when I first saw him on So Solid, I didn't think, oh, that's the kid from Grange Hill. I didn't. It wasn't until years
He
later.
did a lot of acting before he went into that. A lot.
Yeah, but that's the same with Drake though. He done it as a child star. Not Drake wasn't a child per se, but he was a bit younger. And
Yeah.
I think because Degrassi didn't blow up in the world, Drake still had that room to put it to the back burner and step out as a rapper, as opposed to being labeled as the guy from Degrassi, because we didn't know who he was.
Yeah.
Only people from Canada or America. And I don't even think that show was even that popular in America. It wasn't like Saved by the Bell. Like,
Mm.
you know what I mean? It wasn't that. Maybe in Canada it was that show. No? There's even a video of him, I ain't seen it, but I saw the caption of him saying that that he's got the best rebrand ever, because he was saying that Canadians using Caribbean patois is ignorant. But look at him now, he spews it out of his mouth every other sentence. Like Drake's got the best rebrand. He does though, because if you think about even the blackface photo that Pusha T revealed, it just showed that prior to rap,
blackface,
he was a different person.
Mm.
And he just completely just changed who he was.
And now he's one of us.
You mean as in British or black?
Both.
When is he back in the UK?
Who? Eric.
Mm.
We're on the same flight. He's back.
I'm confused. He's got time to pass through the day after. I don't understand.
No, he's gone now. When I
I had to have a conversation with you or something.
Huh?
Nothing.
Okay, when he flew back, he went straight to work, and then I think he's in Paris now. But
Okay.
he was shooting stuff. He's doing something with Rap Band. Some new show.
Ah, the wrap up.
Okay.
Yeah, so they're filming that.
Did he give you any, besides telling you that he's back on the show, which wasn't, I guess, an exclusive because...
No, but obviously, I didn't know this should come out though, innit?
Oh, did he tell you anything else?
Mm-mm. I said it, and I was like, when are you going to grace the screens again? He's like, oh, very soon, very soon. He's got a lot of stuff coming out this year. So waiting to see.
Yeah.
What?
We'll talk afterwards.
Oh, he's basically saying, why haven't you plugged him in? Is what that's...
Well, to be fair, when I explain it off air, you understand why.
Mm.
He's trying to make a play, huh?
Huh?
He's trying to make a play for you.
No, I'm going to explain it off air unless you want me to clap.
No.
I'll explain off air, basically. Why?
Gets messy.
But yeah.
Okay.
So you were supporting him before he even became big?
Without knowing.
Mm.
Yeah, literally without knowing.
But you...
And it's weird. That's why I need to explain it off air, trust me, because the story is so interesting.
But do you feel like you like him
More.
most now because of who he is?
Character.
Yeah.
That's for you?
No, it's weird because you know when you don't realise who a person is. So I was drawn to him before.
Are you sure? When he was just...
I need
What's
to
his name?
explain... Eric, let me explain
Wait,
this. No, hold on. No, because you don't get it.
I'm not coming at you. I'm just saying.
No, I know, but...
Before you knew he was... So you knew him as Eric before? Eric...
No, I didn't. No, but I need to explain.
No, but you don't know what I'm going to say.
No, because what you're going to say isn't going to make sense. It's not... No, it's... All right, cool. Put it this way, yeah? How I connected with him was even before Thingy came out. We've got a group. There's a Ghanaian group,
Yeah, you mentioned that to me. Yeah.
Right. So in that group, that's how we connected, yeah? And then, so that's how we connected.
But remember that, but you told me that group was put together under the guise of, oh, these are Ghanaians who are doing their thing.
So we're going to support each other, right?
So you already knew of him as someone of note. It wasn't like he was just regular Eric.
No, I know, but obviously that's how we connected, right?
Yeah.
And then it turns out I know someone very close to him.
Yeah.
But at that time, me and that person were not speaking and had not spoken
Yeah.
for a very, very, very long time.
Yeah.
So that person is extremely close to him,
Mm.
works with him and his family.
Yeah.
But me and that person haven't spoken for 6 years.
Okay.
Like we've been at odds,
Yeah.
for all that time. So
Is it a boy or girl?
a guy. And
Okay.
then obviously we made up. So obviously in us making up,
Mm.
that's now caused me and him to get close. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then it was like, do you remember back in the day when I was like, oh my gosh, was it you? I didn't remember that was you. Do you understand what I mean? Do you
Yeah.
get what I mean?
Yeah.
So do you get it now? You obviously want to know the tea. That's why you're staring at me hard. That's why I said I'll explain off air.
No, I was basically saying you'd like, just not using him, but
Using him?
not because of who he is. You're like, oh my god, it's Lamar.
No.
So what I'm trying to say, if he wasn't Lamar, would you two have a friendship? would you have this budding friendship if he wasn't playing Lamar in BMF?
I think so because of who he's attached to.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
That's-
Using was the wrong word.
But what I'm saying is, regardless of that, the person who he's attached to, yes. And when I say attached, the person we have as a
Mutual.
Mutual friend.
Yeah,
mutual
basically,
whatever. Okay. Right. So there's no love interest there
no, impossible
from your side.
in both sides. Impossible.
You don't know that.
It's impossible.
How?
It's impossible.
How?
It's just impossible. Trust me.
Can you remember this scene though? You remember this scene?
Wait. It's impossible because
No.
Oh.
No, absolutely not. How did you get there? But I get
no, because
that's impossible. No, I get it.
And then he said a scene. So I'm thinking, wait a minute, was there a scene that was there a,
No, but go on.
you know what I'm talking about?
I don't know how to read your lips. I don't know what you're doing.
I'm gonna miss this. Go on,
Okay,
what
wait.
was you gonna say?
No, because okay, cool. She's saying impossible. So I'm thinking, why is it impossible?
Impossible.
So I'm thinking, oh, maybe he's.
He basically was like, does he back for the other team?
Yeah.
And I said no.
So then when you said scene, I thought, oh, was there a gay scene in BMF that I missed?
What was you gonna say?
But it's interesting how you get that vibe.
No, but that's what
No, I don't get that vibe from him.
Okay.
Because she kept saying impossible. I'm thinking, why is it
No.
impossible?
No, I know why I'm saying impossible, but go on.
Yeah, you like a bit of the rough and tumble, innit?
100%.
And that scene
100%.
with the music playing in the background, it's a bit of you.
100.
What scene are you talking
Precisely. Precisely.
Where he's doing the madness.
about? When
You
he's
can't stop the rain.
when he's killing. Well, you find that attractive?
No. I thought Reg was being
No, you
ragging
do.
her love
You
for-
Yeah,
do,
bro.
because remember when we were doing our Top Boy breakdown?
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. And you not gone to me because of Duchesne. What's his
Yeah.
name again? Curtis.
You said that you found his.
I found
him
Curtis.
attractive.
I found his character very
Yeah,
Captivating.
yeah. Anyway,
you have a problem.
I clocked when I was on holiday that I'm broken. I clocked.
It's a decent
Why?
problem.
What triggered it?
I just
Oh, what you were turned on by the whole robbery situation.
no, man. No.
Then what did you clock then?
I was going to ask her because she said it was exciting.
Yeah.
It was a bit
Did you
exciting though.
feel like having sex afterwards?
No, I
You
didn't.
amped up enough.
No,
Okay.
So then what happened to make you feel like, you're fucked in the head?
I'm broken.
Yeah, you're broken.
Just men in general. I just wasn't.
Oh, you mean you're broken in regards to not being interested in men?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant you're broken as in you're attracted to just hoodlums
No,
and violence.
no.
Oh,
I just thought, wow, like, you really don't fancy anybody here. Like, there's loads of people here, Gina. Shine your eye. And I thought,
but I'm sure people try to move to you though.
yeah. And there was one guy who moved to me who actually I thought was I actually thought was attractive. But he asked me if I had a boyfriend. I was like, yeah. And then my friends were like, why did you say you had a boyfriend? I was like,
You're scared.
to be honest, yeah. I was like, I just can't be bothered. Can't bother to chat to someone. Can't bother to get to know someone. I just was like, I can't be asked. Like, honestly, no.
Oh shit! What's your thoughts on all these Prince Harry?
Can I be honest?
Little
I don't-
tidbits.
I don't care. Like, it's annoying now. Like, do you know what? I think I was even saying to myself the other day, and I thought, do you know what? I'm going to try and consume less mainstream nonsense this year because I generally actually don't care. And I don't even want to form an opinion on something I don't care about anymore. Do you know what I mean? I don't want it to take up space in my brain. Like, I've got too much
Right.
shit going on already.
Mind if I read out some?
Go on.
Before I read out the real ones, the internet's putting out their fake ones now, innit? So it's like, sometimes I'm like, is this one real? There's one about Shenzia that I was like, is this real? Anyway.
Oh my gosh, about how he listens to her music. And then the person put the lyrics and the pum pum stuff.
Whether that, the way people were interacting with that tweet seemed like it was legit. Something wrong. Did he really, not like, if you listen to it, it's fine, innit?
This
But
is
for him
original
to
sighting
say that,
song.
oh yeah, when I was going through XYZ, I listened to Shenzia to calm me down. But anyway, this is some of the little tidbits. So Prince Harry claims to have killed 25 people while on tour in Afghanistan. Is that surprising to you at all?
No.
It's not surprising. You know what it is? We know that when you go to war, you're in the army, you kill people in it. But we don't hear the first-hand accounts of, I killed X amount. So it's surprising to hear him say it, but it's not surprising when you think about he was in the army. Prince Harry admits that watching Meghan Markle's suit sex scene was a mistake.
Okay.
That's not surprising to me because I would assumed he would have watched Suits and that's his girlfriend, so I'm sure he would have.
Found it.
You know what I mean?
Awkward.
Apparently, there's some fake quotes going around
Yeah,
from
no.
the book. Is that some of them?
I'm not sure. This is from
Okay.
Shea Bro. I'm not sure if these are real or fake.
Okay.
But thus far,
Mm.
I'm gonna assume that those two don't seem like they're far fetched. But let's take it with a bit of pinch of salt that these might be fake. Cool. Prince Harry used cocaine, cannabis, and magic mushrooms while at Eton at 17. That's highly plausible.
Of course.
Yeah, I'm not surprised by that. William and Kate thought Harry should wear a Nazi uniform for fancy dress party in 2005. So maybe they're the ones who encouraged him to do it. No one cares about that. Harry and William urged King Charles to not marry Camilla. Nothing surprising there.
Yep.
Nothing surprising there. Harry visited a woman with psychic powers to receive a message from his mother. Do we believe that one? I can believe it.
it. Yeah.
I can believe it. Brent, what are you saying?
Mhm.
Harry reveals that he lost his virginity to an older woman in a field behind a pub at 17.
Again, can believe
I
it.
can believe that.
Mm-hmm.
William suggested Harry and Meghan get married in a village chapel rather than St. Paul's Cathedral or Westminster Abbey.
I don't get why that's a.
You don't get why that's a what? That's so traditionally
Yeah.
the royal family
Mhm.
get married at the St. Paul's Cathedral
Mhm.
or Westminster Abbey. He's saying, because you're marrying this black woman,
Oh,
you go get married in a village somewhere.
Village. Oh,
A village chapel.
yeah.
Fam,
I believe it.
I definitely believe that. Especially about, remember they revealed that they had a fight.
Nah, I agree.
Yeah, I'm sure they've had, their brothers, and I'm sure they've had their little scruffles throughout the years. But so ZZ Mills tweeted something like, we've had enough now. Harry needs to shut up.
Mm.
So what are you on the side of Harry needs to shut up? We've heard enough. Or also his book is called Spare, as in he's the spare person to the throne. So his brother is the heir to the throne. He's just a spare part basically.
Okay.
So someone tweeted and they said, this is what I wanted to actually ask you guys. Harry hasn't got a problem with the monarchy.
Mm.
Yeah, Harry has a problem with his position
Okay.
in the monarchy. So he's disgruntled at the fact that he is the spare
Mm-hmm.
and he's not the heir to the throne. He's the little brother,
Mm-hmm.
and he's mainly disgruntled at that, not the actual monarchy itself. Do you reckon that's true? Or
I get it, but isn't that just how the cookie crumbles? Like you're not the firstborn, innit? So
yeah, but you can still. I still feel like you can still have a level of resentment towards that, no?
no, of course, but that's between you and God.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's like William didn't ask to be the firstborn either, though. It just is what it is. So you're kind of crying over spilt milk, if that makes sense. You just have to make the best out of the situation and use it to your advantage.
Also, Harry admitted that before he was with Meghan, that he was a bigot.
What's the bigot again?
I'm not sure the definition, but it's some type of racist. Hold on, let me get a definition of bigot. Bigot.
A person who is obstinately or unreasonably attached to a belief, opinion, or faction, especially one who is prejudiced against or antagonistic towards a person or people on the basis of their membership of a particular group.
Yeah, and we can assume.
What does that mean in English? Because that is such a long
They
definition.
tend to also be racists
Yeah.
and whatnot. People who hold very obtuse beliefs about other demographics and
Okay.
people. Yeah.
You know what's surprising about that? Because throughout his life, we've kind of looked at Harry as someone who was a bit more cultured than the rest of the family.
I know,
There's-
right?
there's a
It's
bit-
video of him in Africa. Is it in Ghana
Yeah,
dancing?
dancing.
Yeah.
There's the Rihanna thing.
But these
There's
times
when,
you're racist.
there's when he's doing that to someone. There's all these
Yeah.
anecdotes that, Harry's a bit more cultured. He's a bit more down with the blacks. So to hear that he was actually a bigot the whole time or racist the whole time, it's like, you were never down. You were just in disguise.
Posing, yeah.
Yeah. I guess that's a bit disappointing because I feel like Harry, if we had to claim someone as not our own, but who was the closest person who we could associate. Oh, yeah. Like, we don't
He's
fuck with
cool.
Charles, but we fuck with Harry at least.
But now we can't even fuck with him.
We can't fuck with Harry. Harry was a bigot the whole time.
Mm.
Yeah.
It's all mad in the dunya.
But this is unprecedented though. As in someone who's actually essentially out in the royal family and revealing secrets and being a whistleblower, so to speak. I guess he's following his mum's footsteps. No, I'm not saying it's a bad thing.
Do you think his days are numbered?
Apparently, the book also
Yeah.
puts light on William's affairs.
Okay. He's snitching. Ah, Harry, man.
Apparently, William's lawyers are scrambling,
Oh, is it?
to put a lock on that.
You must hate his brother, boy.
These are proper beefing, isn't it?
I believe they were fighting for time.
Yeah.
Apparently, he wasn't the best man at his wedding, even though the mainstream media was saying that was the case.
Okay.
This book is going to rattle people.
As in, you mean Harry wasn't William's best man?
Wasn't the best man.
Okay. Yeah, he's. You reckon his grandma dying is giving him the?
Because she probably was the only person.
When she's around,
she's probably the only person that he actually cared about, or actually cared about her opinion, or like wanted to show respect. Now she's gone. He's just like fuck everyone else.
My grandma's gone now.
Everyone can get it.
Everyone gonna get the wrath of William, of Harry.
I hear it. I hear it. It's a shame, but
to answer your question, no, I don't think he's gonna get got. I think if he gets got, the world needs to spin. Because
it'll be too bait.
It's too bait. Your mum was an outlier. She passed away. You're an outlier.
But what if it's like? What if it gets like positioned as like you know what I mean?
Of course it will. Do you think it's gonna be assassination?
Yeah.
Like fucking JFK. He's gonna be like, and he's gonna get shot in the chest.
You're an idiot. You even did this.
Yeah, this is gonna be a straight up. Like even they say that Princess Diana's death wasn't. Obviously they have narrated it as a chase with paparazzi for the tunnel and a crash. That's the narrative that we've been spun. But the conspiracy is that she was killed. It was purposeful. So they're always going to try to sell it to us in some manufactured way, of course.
Yeah.
But no, I don't. Even though I feel like we live in a movie sometimes, I feel like Prince Harry dying is just too much.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say joke on that. We're doing vocal joke.
Okay.
But yeah. Are you going to read the book?
No.
I'm just going to wait for the
you know what it is? I don't... Maybe this is me being selfish here, but bruv, your problems are not my problems. Like, I don't want to read about your white privilege problems and the issues that you have in your freaking monarchy, bruv. Like, piss off. Do you get what I mean? And do you know what? Zizi made a point, and I was like, do you know what? It's true. She was like, people need to stop seeing Harry as a spokesperson for black people just because he's married to Meghan Markle and because now he's speaking out about certain things. He's clearly defending his wife. It doesn't mean he's defending all black people. Do you get what I mean? So people need to stop looking to him as like a savior. It's like...
I don't think they look at him as a savior.
No, but like, you know, oh, Harry. Oh, phooey, man. Like,
yeah, you know what it is? Because obviously Harry is fighting for his black wife.
I know, and I get it, but...
we're adhering to him because of that.
I hear it, but do you know what? Like I said, I'm just really trying this year not to get too consumed with shit that generally doesn't affect me. Or like, I don't want my brain to be consumed with stuff that just isn't going to be for my progression. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, but I think that everybody like us will celebrate, or the majority of people like us will celebrate if the monarchy goes crashing down. And off the back of that, they now have to give back their stuff that they stole from other lands.
Yeah.
I think everybody will celebrate that, like us.
Yeah. I went to a slave castle actually when I went to Ghana. I went to Cape Coast. And do you know what? Yeah, it was such a humbling experience because you can watch so many slave movies, you can read books, but to be in that space of where shit really went down, fam, it hits so differently. And it was so mad because like, it was hot, yeah? And it was Miss Banks that said it. She kept complaining about, I need water. And then she was like, Gina, I'm complaining. I've been here for like 10 minutes crying that I need water, yeah? Imagine what these lot had to deal with. Like, we went into the room, like the chambers where the women were in. And when the guy was explaining it, it was just, and you know what? Again, and I know this sounds really harsh, but it's why I can't date white people. I'm so sorry. Like, because in that moment,
I don't think that's harsh at all.
And going through that moment and that experience, I got really vexed because I was like, "This is so inhumane." Like, so it was like, and do you know what? I had problems with a lot of different things, And it was the woman king all over again, yeah. It was the black people selling black people. Because, yeah, we can sit here and talk about how white people came and did all of this stuff, yeah, but we also have a massive part to play in selling our own people. Do you understand what I mean? So it was even that, like, they were literally breaking everything down. And I get it, innit? Obviously, back in the day, everyone, like, tribes don't get along. You can all be from Ghana. Some people are Ashanti, some people are Gar, some people, do you know what I mean? You lot fight each other, you capture people, keep them as prisoners. When the white man comes, you sell them off in exchange for whatever. But obviously, Ghana's the land of gold, innit? So you lot are literally selling stuff and giving stuff away for gold. Like, do you know how big gold is? Such a massive commodity. Like, where's your brain? Anyway, but being in that room where like the women were, and it was like there would be on average like 150 women in this one room, which is dark. The only light you only have light from like two small thingies, and the ventilation in the air is also from those two small things. Ghana is hot. Like, it's a hot country. We don't ever have like a cool winter period or whatever. We have a raining season, but it's still hot. And you've got all these women in this room, right? And then the toilet / buckets, whatever, there was only two in that whole room, one on each side, where you will shit or you will vomit or whatever. But the guy was like, obviously, they're barely eating. And so a lot of them are very malnourished or whatever. They're either vomiting on themselves, shitting on themselves. If they're on their period, they're like, it was, you know, when it's just like, nah, like I just couldn't imagine what it was like. Then it was like, he showed us like we went outside and he was talking about like, obviously the master and how once every whatever, he would literally get all the women out and get them to line up in a circle, like line up, and he would select whichever ones he wants to rape. And again, that triggered me. I was like, fam, so I have to go and stand in a line knowing that tonight I'm going to be master's pick to get raped. And then obviously there was bath you and whatever, and then you have to walk upstairs and you get raped. But the crazy thing was, and this is what we're talking about, how like the sexualization of women or women using their vagina as power stems from all of this stuff, because some of the women who he raped would get pregnant, and the ones that did get pregnant would get taken to a separate part of the slave castle and actually get treated like decent human beings. And then when their child is born, the child doesn't get raised as a slave. They actually get educated. So in that sense, it's like a lot of them would use that as a power play. Obviously, some of them would be like, no, they've got too much pride and ego and they'd rather not. And then they'd get punished. And then we saw what their punishment was. But it was just so mentally like crazy, because this literally ended in 1950. Was it 52 or 57?
The other day.
That's what's nuts. Like, this literally ended the other day. That's why it pisses me off when Oibers will open their mouth and talk about how racism isn't a thing. Like, do you know what I mean? Fam, this is the other day.
Yeah, it's mad.
1950, it's either 52, 57. Hold on, it's going to bug me.
Even speaking of...
When did Ghana get their independence?
Speaking of slavery, do you see the news that Doctor Strange...
yeah, he still lives on a freaking plantation farm.
Does he? Where?
In his family?
His family.
Yeah, so basically, Benedict Cumberbatch, basically his mum urged him to not use his surname, Cumberbatch, for his career, for his movie career, because obviously his family are slave masters, isn't it? So it says, Barbados may hit family of Benedict Cumberbatch with slavery reparation charges. And someone mentioned it. Someone on Twitter said that they went to Barbados recently, and they saw his family's name on the wall of somewhere. I can't remember what it was, but referring to the fact that this is obviously true, isn't it? But his mum urged him not to use his name, but he did. So what are you gonna say?
Yeah, no, 1957, which literally is the other day. So that's why for me, it's like I can't sit here and allow people to scream slavery is a thing of the past. And do you know what I mean? When up until 1957, when Ghana got their independence, British people were still holding people as slaves in that castle. Do you understand what I mean? Like, it's nuts. And just even like, the experience was just mad. It was so mad. Like, and just seeing like what the rooms were called, the dungeons, the room of no return, like going through the whole process. I just thought, nah. And people would stay in there on average 4 months. before either getting killed or being sold to.
Oh, so okay. No, he's actually been family's been brought on charges.
Oh, sick.
So it's like the family of British actor Benedict Cumberbatch may be hit with reparations, and it is in its earliest stages of efforts to seek damages from ancestors of the Cumberbatch estate. Officials have described how Joshua Cumberbatch, the 7th great-grandfather of Benedict Cumberbatch, bought the Cleland plantation in the north of the island in 1728. The plantation owned 250 slaves until slavery ended 100 years later. So he essentially put the spotlight on him, innit? I guess, by using the name, innit?
Do you know what's nuts about that though? Is you're now, obviously I'm not saying that he's innocent, but obviously this isn't his time, innit?
Yeah, no, this isn't
This
isn't his fight.
No, it's
That's
not.
That's
but
what is it? His 7th great-grandfather.
literally, but sadly,
But no, he has to.
you're picking. You've caught this stray.
You caught the stray.
Yeah,
So, are we giving?
you got to charge it to the game sometimes, babe.
No, but do you feel like he deserves any grace? The fact that this is just he didn't do this. This is his 7th great-grandfather.
I know, but he's the blood of innit. So sometimes you got to charge it.
I hear it.
I'm joking.
I hear it, but
No, I do think
it's not fair on him as an individual.
No, 100%, and that's why I said it's unfair.
Yeah.
But I mean, slavery was unfair.
No. Listen, I'm on the side of my people at the end of the day, innit?
Yeah.
Obviously, Dr. Strange, but Dr. Strange got to pay up.
Mm.
So the trading of slaves stopped in Ghana in 1928. Ghana independence
It was 57.
in 1957.
Yeah, but that's when the British left in 57.
In
right?
57, but that didn't mean that they were still trading slaves. It
Bro,
was still they still had
57 or 28.
they still had their feet in the.
I
in the
hear it,
mix,
but to me,
yeah.
it's still the other day, innit?
Yeah.
As far as I'm aware. Regard 1920 what?
It's
So it's still not 100 years. We're not there yet. We're close, but yeah. To me,
mad,
again,
innit?
it's still mad. Do you get what I mean? So, yeah.
No, it is mad. It is mad.
yeah, it's good that I guess that means that you're never going to consider a white man because of this.
I've said it from before though. Like, even
Yeah, I know, but
watching-
it's now reinforced.
Yeah, I
just
know.
in
I
case
told
it
you,
is
when I
that
watch
you
films
got-
and stuff, I just
No,
think,
but Eve probably said what you said though.
I'm
look,
not Eve.
And look at her.
No, I'm not Eve.
Eve was basically you, like a pit bull in a skirt, Rough Riders, first lady. That I mean,
Bull in a
Not
skirt.
necessarily.
was that?
Sorry, did you just make that up, or have you heard about that before? Pitbull
What?
in a skirt. That
No.
came just flying out your mouth.
That's
No,
what she's
no, that's her
supposed
official.
Oh, phew.
Yeah.
Sick
Like,
though.
what?
No, that's her official
It's sick. I like that
title.
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, there's a point in time when I wouldn't imagine Eve with a white man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, especially one who looks so unassuming as he does.
Mm-hmm.
I can't say that I think you'll never be with a white guy.
Okay, I know I could never be with
You know
a
what I
white
mean?
guy.
You don't know what life's gonna throw you.
No, I
sometimes, man.
don't. And I hope life doesn't, please. Like, if you're listening, I beg. Thank you.
You know what I mean? They're saying that black men in the UK we have bad PR.
Let's talk about that.
We have bad
Because
PR.
when I saw
Because
that
Zizzy
video.
Mills out here just
Who?
we're talking about different things.
Yeah, I'm talking about the American girl that was talking about how Africa, like, she's talking about her Ghana experience and how British, UK, Nigerian men are bare rude in comparison to Americans and they're sassy and how
Oh.
UK girls don't like them. So she knows that she's not chatting rubbish. And I was just like, this might be a pick me moment, but I don't agree.
Okay.
Do you know what I think it is? And this is what I said, yeah? British people generally are not friendly. We are not as friendly as American people, and we are not as friendly as African people. Africans are friendly. When you go into anywhere, when you get into a cab, you have to greet the person, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I don't do that over here. They think I'm rude in Ghana, and I've had to learn and adapt, right? Because that's what the culture is like over there. When I've gone to America, it's exactly the same thing. I can walk into a building, the security guard will be like, good morning, ma'am. What security guard in London, in the United Kingdom, I walk into a building, he's greeting me. We're not like that over here. So I feel like British culture is different to those places. So I feel like generally we're gonna come across less friendly than them. Do you know what I mean? I've always felt like Americans are a lot more friendly and Africans are a lot more friendly. And I can go to in Africa, I can mingle with Ghanaian girls, and you know what I mean. It's cool. And even in America, every American girl I met was, oh my god, you're so pretty. It's the first thing that came out their mouth, and I'd be like, allow me. Do you know what I mean? But we don't do that to each other. So I feel like generally speaking, we're just culturally, we're just different. I don't know about UK men being a lot more rude and sassy. Maybe it's because I'm a fan of a UK guy. And there's something about a London, not even a UK, London boy to be precise, that I like. So maybe that's why I'm just like, I don't think they're rude. And maybe it's maybe if they are sassy, I like the sassiness. I don't know. But I did think,
I didn't see that.
no, and I did think a lot of the girls, the only reason why you lot are complaining or agreeing is because obviously African men take care of their women. That's what it boils down to. You lot expect UK boys to be like African men. That's what most of it boils down to, in my opinion. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
That's what I think it is. Anywho. And also, can I just say, being on a table with Marv and Daps is freaking hilarious.
Why?
It is so funny.
What happened?
Because you see how they move in regards to like policing which girls come on the table.
Oh, okay.
I had listen, New Year's, I caught so much.
What venue was that?
Barbados.
No, what venue?
Garage, where they did it last year.
Okay. I was thinking
We were downstairs though.
the table looked like a...
Cabana.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's because it was downstairs.
Okay. And what was garage again?
With the umbrellas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. But you couldn't just let anyone on the table.
I know, but it was really like, it was just so funny.
Because
man.
I think
Daps was killing me because you see
because I think it's even rude to just walk up to someone you don't know and like,
I know,
impose yourself.
And you know what was jokes? It was like there was girls like standing at the bottom, and it was jokes. His wife was like, "Watch."
Yeah.
They're gonna try and go to the table, but it's like they probably try to play, like take their time and whatever. And then it was jokes because the way Marv was like, I told you when they tried to start coming, he's like he tried to like stand in the way. It was so
and
funny.
Hold on, to give these girls a rating for me.
Do you know what it is? Marv made a comment, and I can't say what that comment is because it was so.
No, go on.
I'm not doing it.
No,
to
but
him.
we haven't. We're not attaching the comment to the girls because we haven't seen.
I
them.
know. I'm not doing it to him.
Right,
though. Let me allow him.
Give me a number.
I don't think they were bad, but he referred to one as a specific animal. And I was just like, then you know, it made it worse. We found out it was someone's sister, and I was just
oh wow,
literally
someone that everyone knew.
Yes, he was
wow.
there. It was just we literally were shy.
Oh damn,
I was shy. I thought, oh no,
damn, is this a notes moment?
Where the notes moment?
Let's go.
You love a bit of gist,
I love a
innit?
bit of notes, but I like to react so the listeners can feel my.
Hold on, let me put it in the group.
But I feel like tables, it's like a science, isn't it? If you're a certain caliber, you can't just be trying to edge up on someone's table. Like, I don't get it.
Where do you think the confidence comes from? The entitlement? If you are looking like an animal.
I think it comes from the notion that men are starving and that whatever you give them, they're going to take.
Especially Amav?
Especially what?
Amav?
They don't know him per se, so it's not exclusive to him.
This person doesn't. Okay.
I just think, like, you know what I mean? Gina, you I think you're better placed to answer that question.
Say it again.
Like, where does it come from? The audacity to just impose yourself on... What are you saying? Why?
Because I put it in the group.
Oh, I thought you... Oh. Oh,
yeah.
That's close to home too.
Yeah, very.
Ooh, that's a rough spot to be in.
Yeah. Proper. It was so awkward. It was nuts.
That's
nuts.
insane. And
but
because of question though, would you, even though that's rude,
yeah,
and I guess he exaggerated,
yeah,
would you agree?
Nah.
Not in the slightest.
Nah. It was just, do you know what it was? It was just, there was just a bit of weight. Do you get what I mean?
Okay.
That was literally it.
Okay.
But do you know what it is, yeah?
Doesn't have an Instagram?
You see, I don't know. You see, with me, I'm extremely shy. Like, shy in the sense where I don't impose myself on anyone's table.
Yeah.
Unless they invite me on their table.
Personally, I think it's rude.
It is.
Beyond the...
Like, if I see my bedroom, like, for example, even with how that happened, like, we were on a thingy and it was just bad vibes and we were walking around and it was me and Cara and then we saw Marv. I was like, oh my gosh, you're right. Do you want a drink? Cheers. Do you know what I mean? And then we were I was like, oh, can I show? He was like, don't be dumb.
Yeah,
like, yeah.
Some people don't have to ask because you're friends.
But he was like, don't be silly. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then we was cool. And then obviously Banks came in and I said to him and Daps, I was like, is it all right if I bring Banks here? He was like, listen, Like,
She's cool.
it's cool. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I would never go and grab Banks and bring her and be like,
yeah.
do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm polite like that because
Yeah.
one, I'm not paying for this table. This is
Mm.
you lot's table. I don't know what pattern you've even got here.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to step on anyone's toes.
Yeah.
So whatever.
Yeah.
I would literally never impose myself on anyone's table because
Yeah.
it's rude.
Yeah.
But what I can't stand and what I do hate though is when girls are on the table and then other girls come on the table and then they start screwing you and giving you evil eye. But I'm like, you're not paying for the drinks either though. So we're both in the same position. So I don't get why you're very angry and screw facing.
I think I see it like hunter gatherers, right?
Yeah.
So the first batch of girls who stumble
Get
across
there first.
this new land, that new discovery. This is ours.
Literally, and then they get in their
This is
feelings
our
when guys
territory.
bring other, yeah.
Other girls are coming and think, now girls are imposing on our newfound territory.
But it's not though.
Because no, it is. I feel like they don't want to share the spoils, right?
Share the what?
The spoils.
Meaning what?
As in, if a group of girls lands on the table, the spoils are the drinks, the seats, the comfort, and the men that they may like.
Oh, fair
So
enough.
if you bring other girls there,
Yeah.
now the spoils that they want,
Yeah.
it's going to be spread, or they might miss out on what they want.
Fair enough. Do you know what it is? Maybe it's because 9 times out of 10, if I'm ever on a guy's table, they're my bedrooms.
Yeah,
So I'm never there to date. I'm not dating anyone, so you're not really
Yeah.
stepping on my toes.
yeah,
The only thing I care about, like you said, is the comfort.
yeah,
Seats.
yeah. Seats,
If I'm
drinks.
seating, I don't even care for drinks. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, that's you.
Because I'm not a drinker
Yeah,
like that. But if I'm comfortable, if I'm
Yeah.
wearing flats, I will stand. Christmas, I was in flats. I stood. I find it's so much. When you're sitting down sometimes, yeah, and you're
Yeah.
in a cabana, you're right at the back, so you don't really get the vibe of the front.
yeah,
So I don't like being at the back.
yeah,
Do you know what I mean? You
Yeah.
don't really see what's going on. You don't really get the vibe. It's just at the back.
Yeah.
So I don't mind standing. It's just me being if I'm in flats, I can stand all night long.
yeah.
I've got no qualms. I've got no issues. I
Okay.
genuinely don't care.
Okay.
That's literally all it is. But girls will never come onto the table and I'll give you evil eye or screw face you, because it's not my table.
Yeah.
To be honest with you.
Speaking of Marvin, it was his birthday yesterday. Yeah.
Yeah.
You see his post with the the tripod.
No?
So basically, he posted himself in a jacuzzi
Yeah, I saw
with
that.
the bottles, right? But if
Yeah.
you kept swiping, he took a picture of the tripod and added it to the swipe. So
Oh, he forgot.
no, he didn't forget.
I didn't see it.
So okay, if you're on holiday in a jacuzzi with a bottle and bubbles,
He's
the
meant to be a
assumption
girl.
is there's a girl taking a picture of you in it.
Oh, but it's...
So to eliminate that doubt, he put a picture
Oh,
of
to
the
let people
tripod
know,
in
yeah.
the slide to let them know there ain't no girl taking this picture of me.
Yeah.
I took it off myself.
Mm.
I just found that so fucking funny, bro.
Let me see. Hold on.
Did you see it?
No.
I'm literally going to look at it now.
It sounds funny.
Bro, I said, you ain't gonna put Pinot on me. I'm here alone, all right? You see it? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I just found that hilarious, man. Man said, yep, I ain't catching no case.
Me and Cara contemplated going to Dubai as well.
That was it.
Because he said he was going. And we're like, you know what? I'm not going to lie.
I'm sure he went by himself, though.
He's with, what's it called?
Daps.
I'm sure he went. I think he went with that.
No. Going to Nigeria sounds like a good... Ooh, Jesus. So I'm looking at a foul. All right. What else should we discuss before? This is our last ever episode, man.
Literally.
What else do you want to cover?
Um,
This is the last live
last
show, last episode.
Literally, this is the last time you're going to ever hear from us again. What's your goals for 2023?
That's for me, myself, and I.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Hear it.
Yeah, that's it, really. Yours? Same answer?
Me, myself, and I. If you ain't sharing, I ain't sharing. Fuck you, nigga.
No, I'm not even doing it on a stush thing. It's just that, I just want to live my life in it. I don't want to have to put my goals into the universe. I know what my goals are, and let me just try and achieve them in it.
Hear that.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
basically.
Mm.
But yeah, man, I'm looking forward to Sunday. I'm looking forward to seeing everyone's faces. It's gonna be fun still. You feel any nerves?
I'm nervous I'm always nervous, like,
Yeah.
when we first got on stage and I see everyone's, like, with these people and I
Yeah.
always do that, please, I'm shy.
Yeah. I'm gonna try not to sweat. I keep sweating. The
Yeah.
last 2 live shows, when we get on stage,
I'm not going to lie, I'm going to have drip in my system. So I'll be fine.
But alcohol makes me hot though.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it's the best idea for me. But
Mm.
a couple.
Don't worry, we'll go half. We won't have a full one. If you have a full one, it's a long day.
No. Yeah, having a full one. Yeah, it should be fun. I'm even trying to think what us three should do for karaoke.
Us 3.
No, me, Marvin, and Taser. Let's see if Marvin even shows up. Let's see. Who knows? The niggas in Dubai.
Why don't you want to do karaoke with me? I feel really left out.
No, I could do it with you as well.
Are you sure?
But initially, because I wanted to get more people involved, if I asked him, I knew he's not going to do it alone. So I had to ask him on the guise of, I'll do it with you to get him involved.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Marvin can't sing for shit. He'll probably be...
Yeah, but we don't have to sing. We can rap.
No, I hope you... Yeah. Yeah.
We can rap still.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm looking forward to it.
LaShawn, Arnez, and Alicia.
Who's that?
DMX.
DMX.
I'm DMXing.
If you go a week. Yeah. So yeah, man them, if you this is not your last chance, but if you wanna participate in blind date, it's for fun. Yeah.
Guys, don't worry.
Don't
we
take
won't
it-
actually end up going on a date. It's
Well,
fine. It's
no-
literally for shits and giggles.
No, but like I said before, if you end up liking them, then it is what it is, isn't it? Also, have you made your questions?
You were meant to get back to me, remember? Because you were like, you said, you're gonna let me know how. Because remember, I said I didn't remember, and you were like, don't worry, I'm gonna
No, but that's just the structure. Your questions are. I don't have to give you
Alright,
you
cool.
promptly for that. Your
How many
questions.
do I need?
I'll tell you about the number, but give me an example of a question you'd ask, but the question that you're not going to ask on the day.
Oh, but I feel like I want to ask on the day.
Cool. So
if
that,
you were gonna take me out
alright,
on a first
so,
date,
no,
where would we
yeah,
go?
so okay, this is how blind date is. You might say, okay, cool. Contestant number 1.
Yeah, if you were gonna take me
If
out
you were
on
going to take me on a first date, where would the first date be?
Yeah.
And then, all right, cool. But the thing about blind date is, you can ask everyone if you want to, but blind date, they didn't do it that way. So she might be like, all right, cool. I also want to find out from contestant number 3, what's your answer for that as well? So if you want, you can ask everyone the same question.
I think I might.
Or you can say, you know what, this particular question is only for
Mm.
contestant number 2 and 4,
Yeah.
and other people get off.
All right, cool.
But don't ask questions that are gonna give away
Their aesthetics.
Yeah, don't say
How
contestant
tall are
number
you?
2. How tall are you?
No, I won't. I'll use my imagination. I know what I'll do. I watch The Best Man. I find obviously I've been sick in it, so I've literally binged.
Oh, you watch it?
Yeah.
Thoughts? What's your thoughts?
I enjoyed it more than I thought I would. I didn't think I'd enjoy it because obviously it's a series in it, and I thought
Yeah.
it's been so long. There were a lot of cringe moments for me
Like
though.
what?
Like in the beginning, like Shelby's Real Housewives stuff. I just like when
Okay.
they showed the scene of her like getting angry because she found out that
Oh yeah,
Thingy was getting married.
yeah,
That really cringed me out.
yeah.
Even Maurice Chestnut when he's doing the ad for the perfume, I just thought
Yeah.
it was really giving me cringe.
Yeah.
But he honestly to me is the sexiest man alive. I'm gonna say that because for his age, for him to look that good, still be in shape, everything about him, I literally felt like I was watching The Best Man Holiday.
Yeah.
He hasn't aged at all. He's still in great shape. Maurice Chestnut is sexy, bruv. Wow. I really took him in. Harper.
Yeah.
And why did I forget? What's Nia Long's name again?
Jordan.
Harper and Jordan kind of annoyed me because I think for them to kind of like, for me, it's always a case of if you're gonna cheat, yeah, make it worth it. Especially if it's close to home and it's gonna cause such drama. Do you get what I mean? So I don't know. Part of me would have wanted to see them together.
Yeah, they owe us that.
Which is what pissed me
They
off.
owe us that.
We went through the whole season and we didn't get that. So that annoyed me.
Even when they did hook up, they left it with bare holes. Remember, they kept showing what happened, flashback, but they didn't confirm that they sleep together or not.
Even if they didn't, to me, that was enough to know that obviously you cheated on your wife, innit?
Yeah.
But it annoyed me because you clearly know that this is the person that you're meant to be. They both know that they're meant to be with each
The
other.
ending pissed me off.
Huh?
The ending pissed me off. Because remember, when he actually split up with Sanaa Lathan, he was basically saying, I'm not going to be your rebound.
But it made sense though, because for her, he has to now get over a whole divorce.
Yeah.
She isn't going to, I respected her stance.
No, I know, but this is what I'm saying, right? If you and this man have had this secret love for each other ever since you were in school.
Yeah.
So even though he's been married to Sanaa Lathan, deep down, he's had feelings for you.
Yeah.
So he don't need to have any transition time.
No,
he's been ready this whole time.
No, but he still needs to heal.
Brent, am I lying? He's been ready this whole time.
I didn't watch this stuff.
No, but the premise.
He needs to heal.
No, the premise of, okay, cool. In college, you had feelings for this girl.
Mhm.
Yeah, it never worked out.
Mhm.
You moved on, got married. But throughout your whole marriage and your whole life, you still had feelings for this woman. Yeah, you now divorce your wife, and this
Going
woman,
right
this woman that you always loved has always been there. She's on a vibe of, I'm not just going to be your rebound now that you're broken up with your wife. But we've had this secret love this whole entire time. So all I got to do is jump in with you now.
Yeah. It's not rebound.
It's not a rebound.
No, but even that though, he still needs to heal from his relationship with his wife.
really.
You don't think so?
No, he doesn't.
Not really.
And he
Let's
could be-
say I get married. Convenience or business related.
Yeah.
And we're still best friends. There's no way I need to heal.
Yeah, but there's clearly things in your marriage that didn't work that I'd want you to work on. Like,
No.
for example.
No.
No, but like, he's balance between... Harper is selfish though. Like, watching that whole thing, he was getting on my nerves, and I did feel like he did kind of disregard like the stuff that she wanted, and you can tell it was eating her up alive.
Do you feel like some of her requests, like, let's be honest,
Like, her wanting to move to the island, I thought, sis,
that's a massive request. That's not, let's move
No, I get
down
it.
the road.
but what annoyed me was his lack of vim when it came to her wanting to get that space. That actually hurt my
Okay.
feelings for her.
Yeah, I heard that.
Because it's the one thing that she doesn't seem like she asks for a lot. And
Yeah.
it does appear that the majority, like how you lot's life is set up, is always based around you
Yeah.
and your book and this and this and this. Everything's about you, your time schedule, you're this, you're this, you're this, you're this. So this was like the first thing that she wanted for herself. Even the fact that she compromised on the day of your event launch.
Yeah.
She put, do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
that was massive compromise. You wouldn't have done that for her. It's
Yeah.
only when you had an epiphany at the end to go and show up. You had no intention of showing up, which is what I mean. You're too selfish. From the jump, she considered you.
Yeah.
I said, you know what? I'm going to come. I'm just going to leave and go and do my thing. In that moment, you could have also thought, okay, let me do the same. But nah, because she was making you feel happy and coming to show support for you, that was enough. It was only when you, do you know what I mean? It's only at the end when you came to your senses.
Yeah.
That's what I mean by he's selfish. And then she asked for this one thing,
Mm.
and she kept pressing you and showing you how important it was for her, and you didn't care.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe it's because I didn't. No, you just didn't care. Because if it was you, see how when you went into the house,
Mm.
you even came to my workplace to disturb me about have I made my mind up about this house, and
Yeah.
I gave in.
Yeah.
It just showed it was always about him, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, no, I hear you. I
So
do.
I always saw that divorce happening. Always.
I do see the selfishness aspect of it. For me, I liked it. I felt like it wasn't perfect, but it was very entertaining. Right?
What? The show.
The
Series.
whole series, yeah. The things
You
that
know what I loved?
what's that?
Shelby and I'm gonna call him Quincy. Q.
Yeah, Q, yeah.
It's not realistic, but I loved it.
Sorry, when you said Shelby, I was thinking of merch.
No, Shelby and Quincy. I loved how he married her, and they actually made it work.
What's your thoughts on her keeping the fact that
He's the daughter.
for 10 years?
I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was a bit bait.
They didn't deal with it. They didn't.
They
The
didn't
way
show us how they
It
dealt
was
with
presented. Wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't. They didn't show us how they dealt with it.
it. No,
Like he didn't even show any emotion when she initially told him.
it was bait though. The reason why I think it was bait was because of her attachment to him.
Mm.
Like, we saw how attached she was to him, like, for so long.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? And
Yeah.
they've been messing around for so long. So I knew it was just deeper than it being a case of whatever. But I liked their new life, how they like managed to make it work. I
Yeah.
liked that they still. Do you know what it is? I like when you see people still, and because these lot are meant to be older, right? So they're in
Yeah.
like their late 40s.
Yeah.
Finny turned 48. So I like the fact that you see people in their late 40s still be sexually attracted to each other, still be giddy and act like young. Do you know what I mean? I think I appreciate that.
Yeah, because that whole cast, they're all very much still good looking.
That's why I liked it.
And
It,
you know
it
what I mean?
worked.
Yeah, they ain't like
Not
you
all
know,
though. Merch was rattling me. I used to. He rat with me, man. He was literally giving
Merch.
Professor Ogilvy vibes, like literally.
Yeah, they changed his character. To be fair, 'Cause
Nah,
even though he was still a bit of a nick before, he was more.
It was
of-
extremely
he was more of an
nicky.
earthy guy.
yeah.
Now he's turned into like he was more like Andre 3000 before. Now he's turned into some.
It was
Nick.
too much. I just thought, and him and Regina, I just thought, the pairing was so odd. And her hair, and I just thought, Regina, you're actually a babe. You're such a babe in real life.
Yeah,
I hate what they've done to you
yeah,
just to fit his aesthetic.
yeah.
It annoyed me.
I enjoyed.
Nia Long is absolutely gorgeous and stunning. And obviously, Thingy's ex, Tasha. Remember, obviously, that's
Oh,
Demetrius was Tasha's ex, innit?
what's his name, man?
Demetrius, that was his name.
No, his name in Power.
I remember his name in Power, but it's her lawyer, innit? Or whatever.
Yeah, I hate that guy's face.
Yeah, I know.
just
He
hate his
reminds
face.
me of like Earthworm Jim or something.
I just don't like his head, bro. He's annoying. You know what I said the other day, actually? It's weird because, like you said, he's a sex symbol. You think he's the sexiest man alive, right? But I found Morris Chestnut's sexual prowess, I found it cringe. I didn't buy it.
It wasn't
It didn't come across believable.
Yeah, seeing him
Like being a Mac Daddy, the fucking girls in the back of the car. It didn't seem. I couldn't buy it.
Seeing him in his normal state was attractive. Seeing him trying to like having sex in the back of the car was disgusting. Like, this isn't even believable. This is actually cringe.
You don't want to believe it. But no, what I'm trying to say is, I feel like that's not even him in real life.
Of course, it's not.
Even though it probably has been him at a certain stage,
Yeah.
you're not labeled the sexiest man, and you ain't had your fair share. So I'm sure Morris has dabbled and done his thing, especially when he was younger. Yeah, but I just can't buy him as that person. It's weird.
To me, he's more smooth daddy with it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? He's a Mac, but he's smooth. He's like the guy that gives you a wink.
Yeah.
Doesn't talk too much.
Yeah.
Doesn't do the most. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I enjoyed the fact that they referenced a lot of, social things that have happened now in it. So obviously with Merch and the whole Karen situation, his son being non-binary, and
I never saw that coming.
Him dealing with that
Yeah.
as a father and dealing with that. Even when all the other ones didn't understand the terms and all the other stuff as well. And the pronouns and stuff like that. The fact that they referenced Ghana as the place to go, because that is the place to go now.
Right now, I was just like, nah. And I saw them eating fufu.
Yeah.
Or fufu.
Yeah.
And peanut. She's like, mommy, I love peanut butter soup. I was like, that's my girl.
Yeah. And even when they obviously...
She told.
Yeah, they played into the whole Will Smith smack. So remember when...
No.
They did, man. When thingy...
No, I don't remember.
When
it was on Twitter.
Yeah, when Tay Diggs' character was confronting Shelby about how you done my man dirty by keeping his daughter away from him.
Yeah.
And he goes, and then when the camera went to Q, he was like, yeah, that's right. And then she goes, what?
Oh,
and
so
he goes,
say it with your child. Keep my wife's name out
your
your
motherfucking mouth.
I didn't clock it.
You didn't clock it?
No, until now.
Yeah. I even liked the whole Merch UFC narrative.
Yeah, it was different.
That was cool as well. It was well done. I just feel like they needed to do, when you just kind of like please the fans. I feel like
we should have seen Harper and Jordan
together would have pleased the fans, innit?
Yeah.
But apart from that, I feel like it was a good way to.
It was cute, but you know what I realized
Go
as
out.
well? Yeah, a lot of it is not like it's not realistic. Maybe it's just the lack of emotion. I just thought this isn't realistic though. Shelby and Q is not realistic.
As in what? What do you mean it's not realistic?
You're gonna go and stop a man from getting married and then he marries you.
Doesn't that happen?
I don't know.
I know we only see it in films, but I'm sure that's happened before.
It just didn't seem realistic. I thought, one could wish.
Because the thing is, when you think about it, right, do you believe that there are people out there who are married to or get married to the person who isn't the love of their life?
100%.
Yeah.
I agree. I had this conversation with my brethren in Ghana.
Yeah.
Like literally before I came back.
And why do you think that is? Because there's a ton of reasons why you're not with the person you really want to be with, right?
Settling. On paper. So for example, I was basically saying to my brethren that I feel like a lot of men don't marry their type. And I say that because, not a lot of men, but there are a large sum of men who don't marry their type. And because of that, they end up stepping out on their marriage or like entertaining other women. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Because the person that they're with doesn't fulfill all their needs. And the reason why they got with them is because on paper and to their families, like this is the perfect person for you, right? They're going to be a great mother, a great wife on paper, but not in terms of compatibility to who you are as a person.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was saying, for example, like we've got a friend, and his wife is a very like devout Christian. And he's a Christian, but not to, like, she's extremely devout, right?
Yeah.
So there's a lot of things she doesn't even dabble in. And as a couple, he's just like, we're not living like life. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And on paper, she was perfect to marry, but he was just like, it's suffocating me. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was just like, yeah, but you kind of knew the person you married. He goes, I'm not going to lie, the biggest L was I thought she was going to change. And I was like, there you go. But she's not who you want because now your eyes are turning at other people because you want to have a bit more freedom. You want to enjoy. You know what I mean? You want to go outside. You want to be outside.
Yeah.
You could never be outside with her. Even with her. No, we can't do. Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
But yeah, there's a lot of that. Even like I've even asked like my Ghanaian, my older lot. And I'm like, would you ever marry a woman that has tattoos? They're like, no. I couldn't bring a woman who's got tattoos and piercings home to my mum. Why? Because my mum would, do you know what I mean?
Mm.
But these times, that's the person that you're attracted to. You have great sexual chemistry, you get along, she stimulates you mentally and physically, but because you can't bring her home to your mum, you're going to go for somebody else who doesn't do any of that.
Yeah.
Then outside of that, you're just staring at her thinking, oh, why did I marry this boring person who isn't even in line with my morals?
That's
what I'm saying.
That's sad reality.
And then he was like, a lot of us do it. And he was like, that's why we cheat. But they're so open with it though. And I'm like, but that's my point though. Like, that's why for me.
It's annoying that I understand this. Like, I understand the premise, but it feels like, to me, it's like you're choosing. You just want to save face then.
But that's what it is.
That's all it is.
But that's what it is. And that's why there's no longevity in it. And also, you're always going to live your own separate life. And your justification is, because.
So is this all optics?
Brother.
You want to bring Susie Homemaker
literally
to your mother.
But Susie Homemaker is not who you want.
Exactly.
Because you want a bad bee.
So you're doing it to
secretly, you like bad bees.
You're doing it to appease your mother and your father and whoever else and just public perception.
But it's mainly more, I guess, people that go from very traditional, like kind of live very traditional values and have a lot of respect for their parents.
Yeah.
Not saying that I don't, but my mum has always known I was always her child that was just going to do whatever I wanted.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? I'm not under my parents' thumb and I haven't been for a very long time.
Yeah.
So regardless of whether my parents liked my partner or not, if I felt that was the person for me, I'm moving forward with it.
Yeah.
Whereas I know there's some people who need their parents' approval in order to, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm not that way inclined. So I get it, but also at the end of the day, I just think longevity, long-term happiness. And this is going to be me forever. Your mom and your dad are not going to be in your relationship or in your marriage.
Yeah.
When shit hits the fan, they're not there.
Yeah.
So you can appease them all you want, but they're also going to leave. And then what? Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, I get what you mean.
But I think that that's what a lot of it stems down to. But then also you can marry someone and go apart and go in different directions. So it's not solely down to that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, that's why I feel like also with the growing apart thing, I feel like it can happen at any stage because your life can just take a turn like that.
Yeah.
But more so, if you get married quite young, before you fully have identified who you are, there is that risk of you coming into your own and realizing that this isn't what I want, or this isn't me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I've definitely seen that. I've seen that.
So have I.
People that I know.
People I know, literally
got married young and then
now you're two completely different people.
Yeah. Yeah, no. Even with the whole Shelby and Quentin. Is it Quentin?
Quentin.
I felt like, obviously, Nicole Richie's character, she was mainly in it for the money, right?
I don't think they didn't really portray that though.
That's what Esther said to me. I didn't read that vibe.
I didn't read that, and I saw it more as he was trying to marry, like, because you see how his dad kept saying, "Oh, like you've hit the jackpot with her because she's got a high profile. This is great for our business."
He was doing it.
I feel like he was more doing it for the optics because of who she was, her profile, and look how his dad was proper eager on the. We need to sign off over this contract if she's going to take over our hotel. But it's just all about branding. I feel like it was more of a power move for him than for her. Because he didn't, that's how I saw it.
Reason being because, remember, she seemed so unbothered whenever she found out that, when she found out that Shelby slept with him, innit? She didn't seem to really, it wasn't like the emotions you would attach to that situation never happened in my eyes.
Do you know what I think it is? I think she's one of those women who would never allow another woman to see her sweat. So I think that's the role that she played. And I get that because I'm not that. Like if I'm going to sweat, my sweating will never be in front of her. It will never be in front of Shelby. So the stuff like calling her Shelly, like all that petty stuff, being nice to her, all of that stuff, yeah, is what's going to drive her up the wall
Yeah.
and make her want to leave. Because you're trying to get a reaction from her and get under her skin, but you're not doing it. So even her whole speech about, you can fuck him occasionally if you want, but he chose me. Like, it is what it is.
No, but that's what I'm saying. She was so relaxed about it. Like, why are you telling a woman that you can fuck my husband whenever you want?
But it's more of a, do you know what it is? It's more of, not a power play, but like, I get it. Because it's one of them ones where it's like, you can't get to me, babe. Not saying that I want you to keep fucking my husband, but I need you to understand that in the long run, you're not going to get what you want, babe. Do you get what I mean?
No, I hear that, but is that the reaction one is supposed to have if you find out that your fiance who you're marrying in a couple of days is fucking another woman or fucking his old piece?
I know, but I'm not giving his old piece the satisfaction of seeing me sweat. That's how I'm seeing it. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah, because
with him, I'm going to F up his shit.
Like,
100%.
for example, they didn't show us her confronting him about it.
We didn't get to see that, but we knew, you could tell she was bothered. Didn't you see when them two were talking and she was hiding behind the tree?
I just think they played that whole narrative out kind of poor.
Yeah,
it
could have been better.
It wasn't executed well, in my opinion.
But I realized that it wasn't the main event in it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, it wasn't the main show. I couldn't even. What do you think was the main? Obviously, the main narrative is Harper making the book into a movie, but I don't feel like that was even played out because once the movie was made, we got a little quick snippet of it, and then that was it. It was never really spoken about again.
Yeah.
I felt like Maurice Chestnut's journey was kind of the main.
No, it was Ellie's son.
Yeah, with his
dealing
son.
with Mia.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm actually. Do you know what? Let me be honest though. I actually liked how they played that out though.
Yeah.
That us seeing how he really was struggling with the grief.
Yeah.
And how he was dealing with it. I think that was actually really good because I don't know. In my head, I thought, he was going to be fine.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But to see how he was struggling, I thought was very realistic and a good. I liked the storyline and us being able to see his development, even with him falling for the island girl.
Yeah. Trini girl.
Yeah.
Do you feel like she
she's very pretty, man. She was gorgeous.
She was. Do you feel like she led him on a little bit at the beginning? Like,
you know what I think it was? I don't think she led him on. Do you know what it is? They clearly had a connection. I feel like as human beings, you're gonna gravitate to whoever you gravitate to naturally. That's something that you can't help in it. So they definitely had chemistry. They both liked each other.
Yeah.
And I don't think she led him on, but she obviously fed into his energy and he fed into hers. But I respected the fact that from early, she told him I'm engaged.
Yeah.
Not because it got to the point where he tried to move to her or it got inappropriate. She didn't allow it to get there.
Yeah.
It was, I just need to let you know. Because obviously there's some sort of tension here between us two. But I need to make it known.
Yeah.
So I respected that from her. And I loved that she did that.
Yeah. Is that a scary thought though, in the totality of life, that you can have a partner and your partner could still go out in the world and feel an attraction, an energy, a connection to somebody else?
Life.
It's a bit, you know what I mean? I know it's life, but it's still a bit, I don't know what word to use. Maybe
but then also, no,
it's a
but
bit
then
disheartening.
it is, but then also, do you know what I think it is as well? Yeah, it depends on where you are at, right?
Yeah.
So for example, Maurice Chestnut was single and he's grieving the loss of his wife.
Yeah.
I don't know the ins and outs of her engagement, but the fact that they didn't end up getting married or it didn't work
means
out
there might have been,
means at that time there must have also been a lack.
Yeah.
When you look at Sanaa Lathan and Harper, I keep forgetting their real names. Robin and Harper, right?
Yeah.
Because of the lack at home, that is what drew her to my guy at the stool.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
So I do feel like it only really becomes very apparent when there's lack in the main. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, no, I feel like it can go both ways. You can be attracted or drawn to another person because you're lacking something at home, and you could just be attracted to them just because, even if home's fine.
Okay.
No? It can happen that way. I feel like maybe the propensity for it to happen with women is maybe less, and with men is higher. So a man doesn't need home to be lacking for him to see a woman out there he finds attractive, where a woman maybe more so there needs to be a void that she needs to be filled, and this new person is kind of filling the void in whatever capacity. Because, like you said, with Robin, it felt like her and that guy, the stall guy, they had like a similar interest in, what was it she was coming to get from the store again?
Shiitake mushrooms.
Whatever it was, this earthy, naturey
shiitake mushrooms
vibe, whatever. But yeah, no, as a whole, I thought it was decent. I'm sure you guys, well, spoiler alert if you haven't seen it, but it's been out for a while now, so. But yeah, it was decent stuff. But yeah, that's the end of it, man. That's the end of the best man. Who knows? They might try and resurrect it in a few years, but this has been billed as
Yeah,
it's
the
done.
ending, yeah.
It's done now, isn't it?
And I think it should be kept that way.
Yeah. If you had to pick another 90s
to come
black
back.
movie to come back,
The Woods.
sequel or show, The Wood, yeah?
Yeah.
As a series or as a part 2
I
movie?
think it's a series. I'm so sorry, but the video, yeah.
Did I send you his page?
Yeah, you did.
He looks exactly the same.
Yeah, but the video is you're talking about the young one is still the same, but I'm talking about
Yeah, no, the old one.
I'm talking about the older one.
The young
yeah,
one, yeah.
Was freaking funny.
Yeah.
So he was just so funny, like his character in it.
I didn't find the old Lavinia, was that funny?
No, he was like he's a Ferragamos. Like
Oh, yeah.
he's gonna be not funny for
No.
he had bare one-liners.
Now that you
man.
said that, it came back to me, yeah.
He had bare like what you don't know, nigga. When he was like, you gonna get married? I don't know. Like he had loads of
I
like
hear
one.
you, I hear you.
Nah, he actually made me laugh here. I'm gonna go and watch The Woods. He actually made me laugh. So I would just love to see kind of like
What's happened?
yeah, like what happened since. Because obviously the last thing we saw was Thingy proposed to my girl.
In
at
my
the
mind,
end.
Love and Basketball was infiltrating my mind.
No, I know. Now
It's
I'm
the
getting
same
confused.
characters.
Yeah. Bloody hell, they're all intertwined, isn't
Yeah.
it?
So hold on. The end of The Woods, so now Lathan's character,
Doesn't she get
she
engaged
gets with Quincy.
with
So not Quincy. Quincy's his character in Love and Basketball. What's his character?
my ex?
Yeah, what's his character's name in The Woods? Mike. Yeah, Mike.
Big Mike from
yeah,
the
Mike.
Woods.
Yeah, Big Mike, yeah. Don't those two hook up?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. It's Shania
Yeah, because
yeah. Doesn't he propose to her at the end?
no, it doesn't propose to her. The character, hold on, you know when they were younger, that girl
Yeah.
who's not even that age, that
Yeah.
girl's probably, like Stacey's little sister.
Yeah.
Well, that's Sanaa Lathan character when she was older.
Yes.
That's terrible casting, by the way, because they look nothing alike.
I know.
I'm not sure.
Stop it, Stacey.
So no, I'm confirming that was her, right?
Yeah, and obviously we've seen Stacey in
BMF.
no, he's in thingy. Franklin Saint, what's it called?
Oh,
So obviously we know he's still about. So imagine to see what Stacey's doing now.
Snowfall. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no,
I think
no.
that would be. I think The Woods would be nice to bring back.
Yeah, The Wood for sure. Yeah. What about Love and Basketball?
Yeah.
Remember, some classics are better
Left
off
alone.
Like, for example, Coming to America 2 was pants.
Yeah.
They should have left that alone.
But this is the thing, right? I don't know where they went with that script. Like, I don't even want to start talking about it.
Yeah,
Oh,
neither do I,
Jesus
neither do I.
Christ, yeah. But see how they did this and it worked out fine. It could be a reunion for The Woods.
Yeah.
Like, it could be a reunion. It could be a series.
Yeah.
I think if it was a series, it would.
On my episode, it's looking a bit. Yeah, look at the.
But
Ain't
is that for his character in Raising Canaan, or do you know what I mean? You know how
maybe,
sometimes
maybe.
it's based on
But
your
I'm just
character,
thinking,
innit?
the times I've seen him outside of that show, how's he been looking? I've seen him on Joe Budden podcast before. I've seen him on a few things. I'm thinking, does he look like he was just doing it for the
so
role?
Ghanaian, you know, like he needs to tell me he's Ghanaian, and I'll believe him.
Who? Oh, come on.
Omar Epps, yeah. No, just in general, Omar Epps. I think he looks very Ghanaian.
I guess. But yeah, all right. My head is still pounding. I hope this migraine leaves me before next week.
Weird.
I'm exaggerating. But yeah, man. Live show. Grab your tickets right now.
Literally.
This is the last time we'll be on stage. So yeah, man. Grand opening, grand closing.
Come on.
Hope to see you guys there. Remember, you cannot pay on the door, so
Nope.
ticket only. But yeah, man. It's been a fantastic ride, and we will obviously, those who are there on Sunday,
We'll have a whale of a time.
We'll
We'll
have
have a time.
we'll live up together, man.
Yep.
Live up together, man. Song of the week.
I'm done. I actually do have one.
we don't have to play anything. You can
Okay,
discuss.
cool.
Song of the week. You know what? I haven't listened to anything new
Mm-hmm.
because obviously
All right.
it's New Year's and Christmas period. No new music really comes out.
My song is by Ruga. It's called Asiwaju.
Ruga, I say what you.
Yeah.
I say what you. I say what you. I'm gonna You know what? As I haven't spoke about this album on this pod before, and this is my goat, so I'll end with my goat. My song of the week. Let's go with something off King's Disease 3. So I'm gonna say Nas, and let's go with Legit off King's Disease 3. Let's go with the whole album, to be fair. But yeah. All right, guys. It's been a fantastic ride.
Literally.
We will see you on Sunday.
Yes, sir.
We'll see you on Sunday, man. Peace.
Peace.